What is going on, Vikings fans? And do we have some breaking news for you guys as Kwesi Adofo-Mensah woke up this morning feeling absolutely dangerous as they signed Will Fries to a 5-year, $88 million deal, and then same with Jonathan Allen, a 3-year, $60 million deal, and then also Javon Hargrave got signed by the Minnesota Vikings as Kwesi is absolutely cooking here to start day 2 of NFL free agency. So if you guys are fired up about the moves, and we'll break them down in full here on today's live show, just hit me with a scold down below in the comments section. I already got Burke in here. Terrence Wayenberg in the house as well. Shout out to you for tuning in, my friend. If you guys could, give me a scold down below in the live chat if you guys are fired up about these moves the Vikings decided to make this morning. Awesome stuff. Football fan Skull saying, honestly, Ryan was the best pickup so far. Ryan Kelly was great. Yeah, no doubt. This is the earliest I've been to a live. Well, welcome in, Malachi. I am who I am. Music saying Kwesi cooked. Kwesi cooked indeed, my friend. Kwesi cooked indeed. I couldn't believe it. Like, once we got the Jonathan Allen news, I literally said in the video I posted this morning. Also, I filmed that at 7:15, and I was delirious. My eyes were like bloodshot red. My allergies were terrible. If you guys can kind of hear it in the sound of my voice a little bit. But I literally got on, and I was just saying, like, I wonder if this, takes them out of the Will Fries sweepstakes, because I was shocked Jonathan Allen got a 3-year, $60 million deal. But Will Fries getting 5 years, $88 million. I think that's a good contract as well. And I was literally saying, I wonder if they're out of the Will Fries sweepstakes here. And then on top of that, they go get Javon Hargrave, which we don't know the details of that just yet. But what a pickup that is for the Vikings. Now, he was in and out of the lineup last season due to the injury here. But Hargrave is still one of the best interior defensive linemen in the National Football League. And the Vikings now, on both trenches, just in an hour this morning, have taken a mediocre offensive line, and now I think it's a great offensive line. You took a pretty damn good defensive line, and now I think you can make the argument the Vikings have the best defensive line in the National Football League. Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave on the interior. You got Jonathan Gennard on the outside, Andrew Van Ginkel, Dallas Turner. Like, that 5-man right there is one of the best defensive lines in the National Football League. And then you still got guys like Harrison Phillips, like Jalen Redmond from last season who broke out. And then this offensive line, I mean, it's pretty damn good. Now, what will they do at the left guard spot? That's the question right now. I'm going to guess it's going to be Blake Brandel. Maybe they try to kick Garrett Bradbury, the left guard. I don't know how likely that is. But, man, I'm just excited. If you guys are fired up as well, give me a skull down below in the live chat. But football fan skull saying spent too much on Byron Murphy. I disagree. The cornerback market skyrocketed yesterday. We saw J.C. Horn get 4 years, $100 million. And also, like the Byron Murphy deal, he's coming off the best year of his of his career so far. And I think the Vikings are anticipating he will take that another step entering the next year in his prime. He's familiar with the system where if you would have went out and paid DJ Reed $15 million, for example, he would have to come in here, know the system, or learn the system, where Byron Murphy has already excelled in this system. And we obviously understand the Flores system is it's a complicated one. It's not too easy just to pick up on right away. So I love the move of Byron Murphy. I mean, guys, if you just think about how much damn talent is on this Vikings team on both sides of the field. Like, offensively, they have a great offensive line now. Christian Darrisaw, Brian O'Neill, Ryan Kelly, Will Fries. You got Jefferson Addison, TJ Hawkinson. You brought back Aaron Jones. And here is my bold prediction after all of these moves. The Vikings will take a running back in round 1 of the NFL draft. I think they're going to try to land Omarion Hampton, Caleb Johnson, one of these guys, and it could also be a trade back scenario for the Vikings, where maybe they trade back to pick, let's just say, 29 to that 32 range. They take a running back, get more draft capital. And also, as it stands right now, the Vikings are projected to have a 3rd and 4th round comp pick for 2026. This has been an awesome free agency. This is just fantastic here. So we'll go through some super chats. William Dittmer said, I think that's an old one. Yeah, but he had a funny one in there saying, my firstborn will be named Kwesi. Let him cook. couldn't be happier with Quezzy. Only if this guy could draft, huh? If this guy could have any sort of success in any NFL draft, I mean, this Vikings team, man, it's disgusting. Dylan, you want to show them the player 5 of the offensive line real quick? Because I just want everybody to stare at this and just appreciate what Quezzy has done. We got a Celsius here in the morning. Shout out to all of you guys for waking up with me here. I mean, this is a beautiful sight to see, Dylan. It's a beautiful sight to see. And also, think about this team won 14 games this past year. You're getting Christian Darrisaw back, a top 5 left tackle. You're getting one of the better centers in the National Football League. And then my man, Willie Fries, at the right guard spot. Now, what will happen at left guard here? I would assume it's going to be Blake Brandel. Now, what you say, a guy like Tyler Booker falls to pick 24, you are taking Tyler Booker, and you are putting him in at left guard, and then you have one of the best offensive lines in the National Football League. And honestly, whether it's Blake Brandel or even if they try to put Garrett Bradbury at left guard, their play is going to be elevated because they're playing around Ryan Kelly and Christian Darrisaw. Like, this offensive line stacked. Guys, I'm at a loss for words right now. Quezzy, I love you. Thank you so much for doing this. Making my day awesome. Because, guys, I woke up today. I was sick as a dog. My allergies are terrible right now. I feel 100%. I don't know what happened. I think it was just the Javon Hargrave, Will Fries, and Jonathan Allen signings. Like, just fantastic stuff, guys. Fantastic stuff. But what's going on? We'll show you guys some love down below in the live chat. Shout out to DDD in the building. Bronx boy in the house. What's going on, my man? Shout out to you for tuning in. Then you got my reply on Twitter. Let me see what that was. Z Cool. Shout out to Z Cool for tuning in. Crazy back-to-back free. Think about who the Vikings have signed over the last 2 years. Jonathan Grenard, Blake Cashman, Andrew Van Ginkel, Will Fries, Ryan Kelly, Javon Hargrave, Jonathan Allen. It has been probably one of the best back-to-back free agency periods in Minnesota Vikings history. Truly, truly fantastic. So appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. Where's the statue being built? Yeah, I tweeted out last night. I go, if the Vikings sign Will Fries and Jonathan Allen, where are we building the statue? And he did both, and then he added Javon Hargrave on top of that. So, Quezzy, you deserve an extension. I understand the draft has been a disaster for the Minnesota Vikings since he took over. But what he just did to the trenches, and you know what I loved? He just sat back and he was patient. That first wave of free agency came. And listen, Dylan and I were freaking out a little bit. We were saying all these guys were going. DJ Reed went to the Lions. The Bears made about 30 signings yesterday. And the Vikings just remained patient. And now we, in my opinion, are the biggest winners of free agency. Because this was a team that won 14 games last season. And you're getting Darrisaw back. You were able to keep Brian Flores on this coaching staff, which was key. And now you added some elite, true blue chippers on both sides, which also they're all veterans. Like Hargrave, veteran. Jonathan Allen, veteran. Ryan Kelly, veteran. Willie Fries, he's the young one of the group, but I would trust in Willie Fries. Especially the thing I love about the Willie Fries pickup is the part I love about the Willie Fries pickup is he's going to be playing next to Ryan Kelly. And he already has familiarity with him since they were playing in Indianapolis. So this is just absolutely fantastic. But X is vibing coming in. What's going on, guys? Also, if you guys want to super chat, celebrate here, I would greatly, greatly appreciate it, man. But X is vibing. What's going on? Saying after the day we had yesterday, I cannot be happier about it. The outcome we've had today. Skull, and let's go get Hargrave. We already got him, man. We already got him, and it's great news. It is just great news. Now, the Jonathan Allen deal, I was a little shocked that it was $20 million per year. Haven't gotten any look on the guaranteed money on the Jonathan Allen contract just yet, but it's still just a great move, man. It is just a great, great move. So we will be here for the next couple of hours breaking down free agency, talking about this. Now, it is just I just can't believe it. Head to roll. Did it? Alrighty. We'll focus on that later. What's going on, Tang Yang? Saying, will the Vikings have the money to extend Van Ginkel? Yeah, 100%. I could see that. I could see that going down. Z Cool saying, remember the saying, trust in the brass, 100%, dude. This has just been an awesome day. An awesome day. I mean, it's 9:30 in the morning, dude. I feel like I've been up for 10 hours. Honestly, I feel like I haven't slept since free agency began. And honestly, it was kind of cool seeing the Vikings just sit back, be patient, watch all these teams make all these moves. And Vikings were just saying, hey, hold on. We got our plan. We'll figure it out. So it was just what a whirlwind today, man. Also, if you guys could hit that subscribe button. We crossed over 53,000 subs yesterday and already, making our way to 54,000 subs. So if you guys could hit that sub button. Got people asking how much money we have left. Shout out to Matt and Adriano in the building. Really do not know because we don't know the details on the Javon Hargrave signing just yet. I have no idea how much. I'm assuming we're about tapped out in free agency. I can't see any more signings, at least big signings going down for the Vikings. Now maybe they try to add another corner, just a depth guy. But I'll tell you what, I think the Vikings, I think they're going to try to get a running back in round 1 now. I think it's going to be a little icing on the cake because I'm always against taking a running back in round 1 unless your team is set up. And this team is set up to win right now. William Dittemer coming in. What's going on, man? I will be eating some fries to celebrate. Oh, I cannot wait to get off work. I'm going to go pick up a steak, and I'm going to go make some fries. I'm going to make fries, actually, tonight. I've never made fries. I'm going to go make some fries tonight. I'm not picking them up from a fast food joint. I'm going to go make some. I just at a loss for words right now, guys. This has just been a fantastic free agency period. Vikings just killing it. Just absolutely killing it. Incredible what this team is right now. This is one of the best ran organizations in the National Football League. And also, what about a guy like Cooper Kupp? All I'm saying is Cooper Kupp would be a good pickup. And we got Football Fan asking about that. And Fan Tham coming in. Shout out to you. We'll get to that here in a sec. Oh, man. C.J. Gardner-Johnson was just traded to the Houston Texans. Wow, for Kenyon Green. Does that mean? Yeah, I don't know what the Texans are doing. Interesting move there, but we'll see. Famthan coming in. What's going on, man? Giants fan here. Shout out to my Giants Now family. Used to produce over there, all the real ones. Congrats on fries. We appreciate you. Was hoping NY would get him. You guys are ready to rock with JJ, but you have to protect him. This is a huge signing, 100%. And I want everybody to understand, this is all about JJ McCarthy. The Vikings view their Super Bowl window these next 2 to 5 years. Well, JJ is on his rookie contract, and his cap hits are $6, $7, $8 million. This is the move for the Vikings. Like, this is the Super Bowl moves. And the fact that they were okay with letting Sam Darnold walk out the door after winning 14 games, throwing 35 touchdowns, this is all about how much faith they have in number 9. They view him as sounds crazy since he hasn't played an NFL snap yet in a regular season game. They view him as a Super Bowl caliber quarterback. It's all about McCarthy. And you know what I can't wait for? I can't wait for the Vikings to run the damn football next season, guys. Especially if you go get a Marion Hampton. Like, could you imagine if it's a Marion Hampton, Aaron Jones, Jefferson, Addison, Hockenson with this offensive line? It is ridiculous. Now, I have a lot of people asking about Mekhi Becton I saw. I don't think the Vikings are going to have enough cheddar to throw to Becton. But we'll see. We'll see. I cannot wait, man. This is just awesome. Fam, thank you so much for tuning in. Got 328 people in the building. If you guys could help us out real quick, hit that thumbs up icon. If we could get to 100 likes, that would be awesome. We're at 46 likes right now. Please help us out. Hit that thumbs up icon if you guys are fired up about the moves today. I just want the season to start right now, guys. Like, I cannot wait for the preseason. Now, I think our attention shift to, I'm probably say Daniel Jones. Like, who's going to be the backup quarterback here? Now, could you imagine if the Vikings throw us a curveball and go get, like, Aaron Rodgers? Like, what if this is just a Rodgers plan? Again, extremely unlikely. I don't think there has there's any chance of that being the case. But who knows what Quasi's thinking, man. But, hey, if you guys are loving free agency so far, go down there, hit that thumbs up icon. We're going to be hanging out with you guys for a good amount today, just celebrating. I cannot wait, man, to see J.J. McCarthy with how stacked this team is. Like, there's just so much talent on this ball club. And also, we broke down yesterday on our live show talking about Byron Murphy Jr. There was a report out there that Javon Holland turned down $21 million from the Vikings. That guy just signed for $15 million a year. I think that was a ludicrous report. I think that was just false reporting by that guy, but we'll talk about that more. But hey, we're at 76 likes right now. We need 24 more likes, and then we'll get into you guys' super chats here. So hit that thumbs up icon. It helps us get the stream out to more and more Vikings fans, because YouTube decided not to push this video out to our Noti gang. So if you guys could hit that thumbs up icon. As Jason Jackson, love this comment in the live chat right now. He just said Thielen. I know Cooper Kupp is probably slightly better than Thielen right now. You got to do right by the guy. You got to go bring back Adam Thielen. Because if the Vikings, if this is their Super Bowl chance, if Harrison Smith and Adam Thielen were able to get a Super Bowl ring, I would be more emotional for those guys. I would be crying tears of joy for Adam Thielen and Harrison Smith. Go get Thielen. I'm Thielen over Cooper Kupp. I know Kupp's got familiarity with the Minnesota Vikings and Kevin O'Connell, but go get Thielen for dirt cheap, man. I'm with you, DDD, in the chat. Any news on Hitman returning? We'll find out March 14th. We got to have a decision then. Any update on Hargrave? No update on Hargrave just yet. We don't know the contract details. They'll probably come tomorrow since he hasn't officially been released by the San Francisco 49ers just yet. Man, I am just so excited, guys. But if you guys could, 3 more likes away from 100, and then we'll dive into your super chats. Hit that thumbs up icon, man. Just an exciting time. 2 more likes. Help us out. Hit that thumbs up icon, everybody. As Alexander saying, are we extending Jordan Addison? He is not eligible yet for an extension, but I would assume next year we will get that done. I just can't believe it, guys. These 2 guys and Javon Hargrave. Come on, man. Love the stuff from Quasi today. Absolutely incredible. Hey, 107 likes. We appreciate you. Now, football fan Skull coming in with a $2 super chat. What's going on, man? Saying, should they get Kupp? Yeah, I think you got to make a move at wide receiver 3, especially if you could get Kupp at like maybe $8, $9, $10 million. And also, now I think the Vikings are in a position. Let's just abuse void years. Like, if you go get Kupp, you could have his cap hit be like $2 million this year. Just create some dead money in future seasons with the cap just continuously going up year after year after year. Why not go get Kupp? Like, do whatever you can to make this year as comfortable as it can be for a guy like J.J. McCarthy. Yeah, I'm all in on Cooper Kupp, Adam Thielen, bringing one of those white wide receivers to Minnesota. I'd be all in on it, man. I'd be all in on it. Gym rats. I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. But Garrett Russborough coming in, man, with a $5 super chat saying, woke up to this. Patience is a virtue. Let Quasi cook. Everyone was freaking out yesterday. Patience, patience, patience. As always, Skull. Everybody show my man Garrett some love. Give me a Skull Garrett down below in the live chat. Patience is a virtue, man. We were freaking out there for a little bit. Vikings didn't make a move at all. Throughout the first couple of hours of free agency, it was just Isaiah Rodgers, and we were all freaking out. And then just Will Fries, Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, all early on this morning. Couldn't be happier, man. But if you guys could, show my man Garrett some love. Give me a Skull Garrett down below in the comments section. Just awesome stuff. Dan Orlovsky says bringing Rodgers to the Vikings is a mistake. Vikings have made it clear it's J.J. McCarthy's team now. Rodgers will bring more than just QB play and will hinder McCarthy's play. Yeah, Orlovsky, good take right there. Has had a lot of ludicrous takes on the Vikings over the last couple of seasons, but I agree with that. But Garrett, really do appreciate you. Everybody show Garrett some love. Give me a Skull Garrett down below. The gun, would you rather see Kupp or Thielen? It's got to be Thielen. I think Kupp's better than Thielen slightly at this point, but Thielen was still very productive for the Carolina Panthers the past 2 seasons. Like, he had 100 receptions and over 1,100 yards in the 2023 season, Bryce Young's rookie year, and he was still very productive last season. Just awesome. Just awesome stuff right now. But between Kupp and Thielen, I would probably go Thielen just because I want Thielen to go win a Super Bowl ring with the Vikings, and they have a chance to win a Super Bowl next season, 100%. But we'll ask you guys this. Do you guys want Adam Thielen to return to the Minnesota Vikings? Give me a Y for yes or give me an N for no down below in the comments section. What do you guys got to say? Do you want Thielen to return to the purple and gold? DDD saying yes. Bua in the live chat saying yes. Kobe saying yes. Zach in the building. What's going on, man? Adriano in the house. Skull Longo saying no. Football fan Skull saying no. Z Cool in the building giving me a yes. Jamie Hill saying yes. Alexander saying, is there any chance that we could have signed Calais Campbell? Definitely a chance, but I don't. I think they're set at defensive line now. Head Top Production saying Kupp all day. Sorry, bro. Hey, listen, Kupp or Thielen, I'm cool with either of those guys at wide receiver 3. Then you just got Jalen Naylor, the speed guy, at wide receiver 4. Like, that would be just an absolutely disgusting group of wide receivers. But Zach Doss saying, hate we let him go to begin with. Yeah, I understand. But I do think at the time it was the right move to let Thielen walk. He had a massive cap hit that year. So just awesome stuff, man. Look at Quasi making it happen, huh, guys? Cheers to that. We're still waking up on this lovely Tuesday morning. Dynamite saying yes. Yeah, I think Adam Thielen returning to the Vikes would be awesome. But Braden Beast, what's going on? Saying I don't get Hargrave, or I don't get getting Hargrave when we have Phillips. Javon Hargrave is just way better than Harrison Phillips. And I think Harrison Phillips, like, he's just that prototypical defensive lineman. He's going to eat up double teams. He's just going to be a physical, run-stuffing defensive tackle, where Hargrave, he can kind of do it all. Like Hargrave, I mean, he was a former third-round pick drafted by the Steelers out of South Carolina State. This guy has a total, got his stats pulled up right here. He's got a total of 49 sacks in his career, had 11 sacks back in 2022 with the Eagles, where his pass rush grade was 90.8. With the Niners last season, in just 104 snaps, he had a pass rush grade of 73.3. But dating back to the 2023 season when he was fully healthy, he was still very, very productive. Now, this guy, he is 32 years old, so we'll wait on how much money Hargrave is getting. But this is a veteran you are bringing in, and couldn't be happier about this move. I mean, Hargrave's a stud, guys. He is going to change life on that defensive line. And the thing I love most about these moves is it just leaves round 1 of the NFL draft wide open. Like, if you want to go get a running back, go get a running back. If you even want to go add more to the defensive line, go get a Kenneth Grant. Like, you can do whatever you want. Now, if the Vikings didn't make any draft picks, this team is still loaded. Just truly incredible, man. You could also go corner now. Like, I wonder if Benjamin Morrison is on the board, or even like a Nick Eamon-Worry from South Carolina. Like, I wonder if he's a possibility now for the Vikes. But, man, couldn't be happier about these moves. It is, Quasi decided to wake up this morning and light Vikings Twitter on fire, man. I will say the Jonathan Allen deal was a little more than I thought it was going to be, but honestly, the Vikings are at a spot right now. I'm cool overpaying for guys. But Corey Miller, what's going on? Saying Eamon-Worry at 24. Now trenches are fixed. Nick Eamon-Worry, I think Brian Flores could turn him into the best safety in the league. Extremely versatile guy, can play multiple positions. I think he would be a perfect scheme fit with the Minnesota Vikings. I would love Eamon-Worry now at 24. See, now my whole thoughts have changed on the NFL draft, where I am cool with the Vikings going in any direction. Like, honestly, I think BPA should be the move. Whoever you think the best player is, even if it's at a position where it's already loaded, you just take that guy. So, Corey, I appreciate you for sending a $2 super chat. But, yeah, I'm with you. I would go Nick Eamon-Worry at 24. Guy's a physical freak. Flores would have a field day with him. It's just awesome. Jacob Dong in the live chat saying, Pat, do we know how many games Addison is suspended for? I'm guessing 3 or 4. So that's why wide receiver 3 is kind of a need, because you're going to need that guy to step up, play some wide receiver 2 for you. So maybe it's a guy like Cooper Kupp, Adam Thielen. We'll see where the Vikings go there. Brian Casey saying Eamon-Worry is the next branch. A little different. between those two, just because Eamon Warrior, I think, is more of a physical freak than Branch, and Branch, like, his instincts are ridiculous, which is why I think he is so great in the NFL. Like, I think Eamon Warrior would take some time, but still, if you get Brian Flores, coaching him up every single day at practice, like, Eamon Warrior would be a stud. He would be a stud with the Vikes. Blinky, what's going on, man? If not DJ, I could see Brissett as a veteran backup. I could see Jacoby Brissett. I'd be more than okay with that. Yeah, but I think the Daniel Jones situation is it's just coming down between the Colts and the Vikings right now. And if I'm Daniel Jones, I wonder what he's thinking because, like, clearly the Vikings are saying, hey, it's J.J. McCarthy's team, and obviously DJ knows that, but we'll see if he thinks he could go start in Indianapolis. I think he would go there, but again, like the veteran backup quarterback spot, it matters. However, I'm not going to be too upset if we lose DJ and we got to go get a guy like Brissett. Like, that's more than okay. I think Brissett would be able to come in and do the same job. Like, you just want a backup quarterback where it's like, let's just say JJ has to miss a couple weeks next season. They can step in and just kind of, man the ship where it wouldn't be a complete free fall. They could still come in, be productive. And that's why adding great offensive linemen like they have in Ryan Kelly and Will Fries, you're going to be able to have a run game next season. Like, I will have a problem with Kevin O'Connell if the Vikings can't run the ball because now there's no excuse. Like, you got running backs, you got a good offensive line. There's really no excuse not being able to run the football here. So, X is vibing, though. Coming in. Appreciate you, Blinky, by the way, for the $2 super chat. Shout out to you, man. What do you think about trading up for Will Johnson? I'll tell you what, that would be a bold move by the Vikes. I don't think they would. I would be a fan of it. I would say that. I love Will Johnson. I think he's going to be a stud in the NFL. He really reminds me of like a Trayvon Diggs type of corner where, yes, he will gamble, but also he will make some big-time plays for the Minnesota Vikings. And, man, I cannot wait just for the NFL draft now. Like, this whole offseason has just completely turned on his head. Dylan, you want to throw me the paper towels real quick? Appreciate it. I got to blow my nose. My allergies right now are kicking my ass, everybody. It is allergy season here in Dallas, Texas. Oh, you think Kwesi woke up? Normalized? He definitely woke up. He's cooking this morning. He is cooking this morning. I mean, the Vikings, like, I don't know what the expectation is now, but high expectations. All the pressure now is on J.J. McCarthy, which is, call it unfair, but it's just what it is. It's just what it is. Vikes for Genty, I wonder if they're, like, saying, screw it, we'll trade up for Ashton Genty. They just attach that 2026 first-round pick, and they're like, F it, let's just go trade up, go get us an Ashton Genty, but we'll see what they end up doing. It was 70 in Minnesota. We're going to hit that season real quick. Oh, dude, down here in Dallas, my whole head just feels congested with allergies, but we'll see. Hey, if you guys are excited about the Vikings moves, hit me with the skull down below in the comments section. I'd appreciate it, everybody. Shout out to Adriano in the building. Shout out to DDD saying, I think we'll trade back in the draft if Caleb falls to us. That's perfect. I agree with you. Caleb Johnson, Aaron Jones would be a disgusting duo. Dwayne Johnson in the building giving me a skull. Ice Castle giving me a skull. Zeke Cool giving me a skull. And then shout out to Cole, Dellis, Lee Hefner, Leaf Kimball saying skull. Ricky Lee in the building. Joey Tana, Jason Jackson saying so excited. LFG, Denham saying skull, draft, Tyler Booker. That's definitely on the table now. I mean, if you get Tyler Booker, plug him in at left guard, disgusting. Are we not bringing back Akers? I'm going to say no. I think they're going to try to draft a running back. Mark C., what's going on? Never fade seeps, Mark C. Shout out to you for tuning in. Vikings are interested in Kevin Zeitler, you heard. Really? A little left guard, Kevin Zeitler? I wouldn't hate it. What is your mock draft? I'm going to go with Marion Hampton. That's going to be my pick for the Vikings in the first round. That's going to be my pick as it stands right now. big physical wideout needed. I don't know if the Vikings would attack wideout in the draft. My birthday today, Vikings giving me the best presents. Happy birthday, DDDPPP in the chat. Do we have any contract details? We do not have contract details on Javon Hargrave just yet. I'm assuming we'll get those tomorrow. It'll probably take some time, but we'll see. Willie Fries, though, newest member of the Minnesota Vikings. Jonathan Allen, Minnesota Viking. I cannot wait. I just cannot wait. Isaiah Rodgers, like that's a sneaky good pickup. Dude's 27 years old. Outside corner, super speedy athlete, and he's also got kick return experience. Like I love that pickup. I'm just happy. And my man Dwayne Johnson, what's going on, man? Saying happy with what we have been cooking today. I'm with you, dude. I am so happy right now. What a free agency. What a back-to-back free agencies for the Vikes, man. Unbelievable stuff. Now we just got to get Dallas Turner cooking. We got to get J.J. McCarthy cooking. Like, think about what the Vikings are bringing back from their 14-win season. Like, Christian Darrisaw, J.J. McCarthy, Dallas Turner, Javon Hargrave, Will Fries, Ryan Kelly, Jonathan Allen. I mean, you're bringing in 7 elite players that you didn't have last year when you won 14 games. Just unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff from the Vikings. But we can just go through all the moves the Vikings have made. So it obviously started off with the Isaiah Rodgers signing, and then they went to Bubba Bolden, just a practice squad safety from the Cleveland Browns. And then they were able to lock in Ryan Kelly on that 2-year, $18 million deal. And then people were freaking out about the Byron Murphy deal. I understand it was a little more than we thought, but it was still a good deal in my opinion. Got him on a 3-year, $66 million contract. Then Jonathan Allen, 3 for $60. Don't know the guarantees on this deal just yet. I'm assuming they're a little low, but we will see there. But still, love the move of Jonathan Allen. And then obviously earlier on in free agency, Theo Jackson. We'll see if he ends up starting at the safety position for the Vikings. I'm going to probably assume he will. Unless they try to go attack another safety target here in free agency, but I think that's unlikely. Then you brought back Aaron Jones on a 2-year, $20 million deal. Then our guy Ryan Wright back punting the football. Hopefully we won't need to do that too much next season. But then Isaiah Rodgers as well, 2 years, $15 million, $8 million guaranteed. Love that move as well. And then the 2 earlier this morning after the Jonathan Allen signing, Willie Fries, Javon Hargrave, just awesome, awesome stuff from the Minnesota Vikings. Mark C saying, how are we feeling about the 2-year Aaron Jones extension, Seeps? Listen, I'm a fan of it. Veteran guy, great locker room guy, knows the culture as well. He was awesome for the Vikings. And, hey, if you guys want to welcome Aaron Jones back to Minnesota, type those 33s in the live chat right now. Yeah, we still need to sign a backup quarterback, Dwayne Johnson, no doubt about it. But still super, super happy with the moves, man. Just unbelievable stuff from the Vikings so far. Ooh. All right. We got breaking news here. Daniel Jones is expected to sign with the Indianapolis Colts. Daniel Jones will not be returning to the Minnesota Vikings. He is going to the Indianapolis Colts. So the Vikings will have to make a move at the backup quarterback position. Daniel Jones plans to sign with the Indianapolis Colts. That's better for the comp picks. That's better for the comp picks. When are we going fishing, Ryan Kelly? Ryan Kelly, I love that guy. I love Will Fries. Love Jonathan Allen. Thank you guys so much for joining us in Minnesota. Daniel Jones going to the Indianapolis Colts. No, we don't need to show DJ. No, you're good. You're good. Like the idea, though. So Daniel Jones going to the Colts. He's going to miss out on getting a Super Bowl ring. Stinks for DJ, but hey. Marshall Green, you just got rejected by Daniel Jones. That's hilarious. What are your thoughts on backup quarterback? Now, where do we go here? Is it Jacoby Brissett, Gardner Minshew? What about a little Mac Jones? Could see that. Sean Mannion coming in from Tang Yang. We are good on Sean Mannion. We do not need him back. Aaron Rodgers, no. We are not bringing in Aaron Rodgers. Stop saying Aaron Rodgers in the live chat. Daniel Jones getting a 1-year, $14 million deal. So that is why the Vikings did not bring him back, because they were not going to pay Daniel Jones $14 million. His eyes are too close together anyways. That's funny. That's good stuff. John Corey saying LOL. Gardner signed with the Browns. Did Gardner Minshew sign with the Browns? I don't think he did. No, I don't think he did. But here's some other backup quarterback options for the Minnesota Vikings. Zach Wilson did end up going to the Miami Dolphins, but you still got like a guy like Flacco. Garoppolo returned to the Los Angeles Rams. Maybe Carson Wentz. Maybe he could come in. I wouldn't want a guy like Jameis Winston. I would like Flacco. I'll go Flacco or Jacoby Brissett as the veteran backup bridge quarterback. Another guy just being J.J. McCarthy's ear, to help him out, learn the day in, days out of the, NFL life. So I could see them going, Brissett, Joe Flacco. I would love it. Hey, it's J.J. McCarthy's team now. This is incredible. No on Wentz. Oh, give me Teddy Bridgewater. Who said Teddy Bridgewater? Jason Jackson. Shout out to you. Teddy Bridgewater. Bring back Teddy. Bring back Adam Thielen. Get these guys a ring, huh? Yeah, Daniel Jones going to the Indianapolis Colts. Can the Vikes still get Becton? I'm going to assume no. I just can't see them having enough money left unless Kwesi is just void-earing the hell out of these contracts. I cannot see it. You know what J.J. McCarthy's kind of reminding me of right now? Joe Burrow, first year in the NFL, out for the year, tore his ACL. And then he went to the Super Bowl year 2. I think J.J. McCarthy could potentially head to the Super Bowl in year 2. Football fan Skull coming in with a $2 super chat. Vikings just signed Rodgers. Yeah, Isaiah Rodgers, not Aaron Rodgers. Appreciate you, though, man. Aaron Rodgers will not be a Minnesota Viking. I will promise you guys that. All the reports also, the Vikes are going to re-sign Darnold. The Vikes are, interested in Aaron Rodgers. All of that was baloney. We knew where the Vikings were heading at the quarterback spot, and it was J.J. McCarthy. We knew this, but 1 year, $14 million for Daniel Jones is kind of wild. Considering Sam Darnold signed for a 1 year, $10 million deal with us last season, now obviously cap going up, Daniel Jones is probably more – say he had a better career than Sam Darnold did before he got to Minnesota, considering he had a playoff win, but still 1 year, $14 million for the Colts. Also, I have a theory on the Colts that I've been saying to everybody here at the office. I would like the Colts to go to a triple option offense, and I'm so serious about this, like where they are running like an Army, Navy style of offense where it's just a triple option, read option, and it's just Anthony Richardson and their running backs in that offensive line just, causing havoc. Like, I think they would go 4-0 in September just because no other team runs that style of offense. And then obviously once, teams catch up to that, probably won't go too well. But I would still like a team to go run a little triple option here. But let me ask you guys this. What's your one-word reaction to these signings? My one word, I'm going to go grateful. I'm just grateful right now. I'm grateful to be a Minnesota Vikings fan. I feel blessed right now. Oh, man, I can't wait. I cannot wait. That's unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. Scott Hernan, what's going on, buddy? Yeah, buddy. Sup, Seeps. Missed you, bro. Go Giants. We'll see you next year, Scott. Vikings are going to travel to MetLife, take you guys on. I love it. As now it is becoming official. People are tweeting it out. J.J. McCarthy will likely be the Vikings starting quarterback in 2025. We knew this the second the playoff game ended, everybody. This was no surprise to anyone. Cup next? I hope so, Stan. Where's Trey Lance? We're all right on Trey Lance. It's J.J. McCarthy's team. Stuff you love to see. You got to love it. You got to love it, everybody. You got to love it. Hey, I love this. Let's show J.J. McCarthy some love. It's been official for a while now, but I guess all the top insiders are deciding to tweet it out. Show him some love. If you guys could, type those nines. Show the new QB1 in Minnesota our support. Joey saying, I have a question. Tyler Booker from Bama or Malachi Starks, safety from Georgia? I would go Tyler Booker because that would just complete the offensive line, man. That would just complete the offensive line. Put him at left guard, it'd be disgusting. Daniel Jones getting 1 year, $14 million, everybody. Odell got Diddy problems. Yeah, that's wild. Odell and Drewski apparently had Diddy parties. Ooh, what about a Cam Scattaboo in round 3? You go Scattaboo, Aaron Jones in the backfield. I would love it. I would love it. I can't wait to go play Madden with this football team. I might have to download Madden tonight. Is J.J. McCarthy going to be the guy that hoists that Lombardi trophy for the Minnesota Vikings? Just close your eyes. You can see it. He passes the confetti test, everybody. This is just awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome stuff. Vikings going all in. Trade for Mac Jones. We won't need to trade for him. I wouldn't hate Mac Jones being the backup quarterback. How much cap space do we have left? I do not have a good answer for you guys. It is all over the place. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah. I could kiss that man right now. Thank you. Thank you. I'm so excited for the season, guys. If you guys aren't locked in right now, I mean, this entire offseason, it's going to take forever. Next August, next September, can't get here soon enough. I'll tell you what. Yeah, I do not have a look at how much money the Vikings have remaining. We will see. I wonder what Kirk Cousins and Sam Darnold are thinking right now. Like, now the Vikings are going all in on offensive line, defensive line for J.J. McCarthy. Connor Hughes, pretty tapped-in NFL insider, just tweeted out, the Vikings now need a QB to pair with J.J. McCarthy. I would expect their interest in Aaron Rodgers to increase quite a bit. Minnesota, Pittsburgh, and Giants now are all options for Rodgers. Vikings might very well jump to the front of the list. Rodgers, Vikings could put Russell Wilson, Steelers. He is not going to the Vikings. Why are people still talking about this? I mean, are people that dumb that cover the NFL for a living? There is a 0% chance Aaron Rodgers signs with the Minnesota Vikings. Can't we just stop this? I actually just think it's because of Brett Favre. If Brett Favre never came to the Vikings, are people talking about this? I don't think so. No, we do not need Aaron Rodgers whatsoever. Please stop this. Stop tweeting this out. Yes, they're chasing clicks. This is for engagement. Because I see Rodgers to the Vikings, and it's just a lot more. See, but then again, the Vikings aren't as big of a market as New York or Pittsburgh. I honestly don't know why they're doing this. I cannot wait for J.J. McCarthy, man. I cannot wait to see this guy. J.J. McCarthy, just a kid from LaGrange Park. Me and J.J. McCarthy, just kids from LaGrange Park, hoping the Vikings win a Super Bowl, man. But you guys let me know. Should the Vikings sign Aaron Rodgers? Y for yes, N for no. Please spam those N for no's just in case Quezzy's watching. This is awesome. This is awesome. This is awesome. Daniel Jones going to the Colts, baby. Do we have a contract with Hargrave yet? Yeah, we agreed to terms. We don't know the exact details of it, though. Marshall Green clears Vikings chat sports. Shout out to Marsh. Marshall's, he is causing havoc on Twitter right now. Joey Tana saying no. Yeah, we are not bringing in Rodgers. Hey, you guys grade it for me. How are you feeling right now? I'm giving this an A++++++++. No complaints whatsoever. Quasi Adolfo Mensa's in the building, too. I told you I was cooking. All I needed was time. Don't doubt me again. Quasi, you were doubting yourself in the live chat yesterday, my friend. Come on, dude. Yeah, I'd rather sign Cam Newton than Aaron Rodgers. No, I'm just kidding. Obviously, I'd rather have Rodgers, but we just don't need another quarterback, man. Like this morning, Quasi was just like, oh, Hargrave, Will Fries, Jonathan Allen. I'm signing all of them before 9 a.m. Jameis Winston for the vibes? Nah, I don't know about Jameis. What'd you say? Pat, can we play Ultimate Team sometime? I haven't played MUT in a while. I'd be down, though. I'd be down. Hell no to Aaron Rodgers. Absolutely not. You still got the shotgun on you? We don't have it in the studio, but we could go get it. You know what? If you guys want to see me shotgun a beer at 10 a.m., if we get to $100 total in Super Chats, we'll do that. We're at $50 right now. So if somebody wants to celebrate the free agency palooza that Quasi just went on this morning, please send in that $50 Super Chat. We'll shotgun a beer here if you guys want to support the show. Awesome stuff. I did not see that, Tang Yang. Please send him money. Hey, if you guys want to support the show, dollar icon at the bottom of the chat. We can have some fun today. A++++, Joey, I'm with you. Thoughts on Carson Wentz or Trey Lance? I'd much rather go Lance. We lost Cam Bynum, some Jameis Winston. Oh, for the vibes? Yeah. I don't hate that thought process. Better free agency than last year. Ooh. What was a bet? I mean, I guess we don't officially know yet how good this class is, but I mean, you got to assume it's pretty freaking awesome. What was a better free agency class, last year or this year? I don't know. Shot a Jaeger bomb. We don't have Jaeger bomb, unfortunately. We do have some Tito's. Dylan, I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. Do you want to just hop up, kind of walk them through all the moves that the Vikes were making? All right. I'm going to run to the bathroom real quick. Dylan's going to hold it down, just kind of recap some of the big moves the Vikings have made here in free agency. While I am gone, I'll make a deal for you guys. Every $5 super chat we get, we'll take a shot. How about that? We'll have some fun on today's show. Let's celebrate these moves, guys. Let's celebrate these moves. We'll get to all the super chats here in a second, but if you guys want to have some fun, great way to do so. Support the show. Send in those super chats. We got 600 people in the building. Appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. That's what we'll do. I'm going to run to the bathroom. I'll be back in 2 minutes. Dylan's going to hold it down, walk through all the free agency moves the Vikings have made so far. I'll be right back.
All right, so the Vikings have been busy for sure, starting all the way back with Theo Jackson, 2-year, $12.615 million extension. Then they got Aaron Jones back for a 2-year deal for $20 million. Ryan Wright for a year, bringing their punter back. Then Isaiah Rodgers, their first out-of-house move, 2-year, $15 million deal. And then the Vikings got a little more crazy with getting Ryan Kelly to go ahead and replace Garrett Bradbury potentially. 2-year, $18 million deal. Byron Murphy Jr. coming in on a monster extension, 3-year, $66 million deal. Jonathan Allen just today, 3-year, $60 million deal. A big move for the interior of that defensive line. And then Kwesi was not done. Gets Will Fries, 5-year, $88 million deal. And then Javon Hargrave, we're waiting on the details for that. Well, let's see who's in the chat right now. We got It's Rolio. We got Avery. Abby Scholes saying Daniel Jones going to Indianapolis. Sam Darnold going to Seattle. Nick Mullins going to Jacksonville. Yeah, it is really just JJ's team now. And that's what the Vikings wanted at the end of the day. Token saying, Dylan, how much can we appreciate Rob Brzezinski as our cap guy? I mean, I think you got to appreciate him all the way. I mean, look at all the moves that I just went through for the Minnesota Vikings. Yesterday, you saw the Patriots and the Bears making all the moves. And Kwesi was like, hold my glass. I'm here, and I'm here to stay. And he goes ahead and pulls up 3 monster moves today to go ahead and build this future of the Vikings in a very good place. But Seeps is back now, so I'll get him back up.
All righty. What a day for the Minnesota Vikings. People are calling for Scattaboo. Wouldn't hate Scattaboo in round 3. Scattaboo, or we could just go Ollie Gordon round 5. I think I'd rather go that, but also I can't wait for the JJ call on the watch parties this year. That's going to be electric. We'll see where the Vikings pivot, though, to the backup quarterback position with Daniel Jones now going to the Indianapolis Colts. We'll see what happens, though. I mean, think about it. They just gave Aaron Jones 2 for 20. Byron Murphy Jr., 3 for 66. Jonathan Allen, 3 for 60. Signed Javon Hargrave, Will Fries, Ryan Kelly. Trenches, baby. That's why you don't franchise tag or sign Sam Darnold. Was exactly what the Vikings just did this free agency period. Great stuff. Yeah, I would assume. I mean, what if they bring back Case Keenum potentially to be the backup quarterback? Maybe a little Joe Flacco. Taylor Heineke, Jacoby Brissett is a good option. Considering Josh Dobbs just went to New England. What if the Vikings just throw us a curveball and trade for like Joe Milton? And KOC is like, hey, I'm going to get the most out of this guy. Maybe he's thinking that. Not likely. Guy like Drew Lock, wouldn't hate Drew Lock. We'll see, man. Peter, you like the shirt? I do appreciate you, man. It's very comfortable, too. Shout out to you, though. Could also do Kirk Cousins as a backup option. The Vikings are leading free agency with money spent now, per over the cap. They are going all in. They are going all in.
I mean, I feel like you have to now with that division. Lions, They think they're going to go all the way to the Super Bowl this year.
Yep.
Then you got the Bears, who are always the kings of the offseason, but they can't put it into the regular season. And the Packers, they're never going away, it seems like.
Yeah, I mean, Packers had a lot of interesting moves yesterday, specifically the Aaron Banks sign. I didn't really understand that one. 4 for $77 for him. Man, I can't wait for the draft now. Like, I want the Vikings to go get a running back. Go get me Amari and Hampton or Caleb Johnson in purple and gold. That's what I want. I mean, this is your Super Bowl window. 2 defensive tackles over the age of 30. I'm with you, Jared. This is your chance. This is your chance. But HV3, what's going on, man? Saying, what if the Vikings brought back Kirk as a backup? Interesting option. He would obviously have to get cut by Atlanta. But on a 1-year, $2 million deal, why not? I'd be a fan of it. Great guy to have in that room. And he would be a pretty good backup option for J.J. McCarthy. Because also Kirk, apparently he was dealing with an elbow and shoulder injury last year. So, obviously I still think he hit a wall. I'm not saying he's still the same guy that he was in Minnesota, but also I don't think he's as bad as people are making him out to be now because people just think he can't even play quarterback in the NFL. I find that hard to believe considering how good he looked at the first half of last season. Excuse me, but yeah, I'd be all in on Kirk, man. That'll be a big pickup. Then Rear coming in with a $5 super chat saying, I don't get the AR narrative other than history repeating itself, didn't result in a Super Bowl last go. It should have resulted in a Super Bowl if Favre didn't throw across his body, but I just think it's for clicks, man. I honestly, I'm kind of with you. Like, if Favre never came to the Vikings, would people even be talking about this? I do not think so. I do not think so. But Fenrir, hopefully I'm pronouncing that right. Thank you so much for your $5 super chat. Then Never Stop coming in saying going in on Cousins as backup would be great. I'm with you. I mean, he would be a cheap deal, 1-2 year million, probably similar to the Russell Wilson contract. So I'd be in on it. The Vikings are in a great spot right now. Vikings are in a great spot. Scott Hughes coming in. What's going on, man? Saying, Skull, what's the cap left? And Flacco or Minshew? Between Flacco or Minshew, I'd probably go Flacco just because he's more of a veteran, won a Super Bowl. I would like that voice in J.J. McCarthy's ear more than Minshew. And, Flacco could also step in for a game, get the Vikings win in a spot start there. So I would go Flacco over Minshew. That's kind of where I'm at right now. But either of those guys, I'll be fine with being the backup quarterback. I would just prefer the veteran Flacco over the guy Gardner Minshew. But Scott Hughes, good question though. But I am rolling with the man, Joe Flacco. Kelly coming in, man. What's going on? Stay away from Cousins, no way. So you're anti-Cuz Buzz returning to the Vikes. You got to think about it. It would be on just a very, very cheap deal if he's cut from Atlanta. It would be 1 year, $2 million. I don't know if Kirk still has that awesome house in Minnesota or if he sold it or maybe he still has it. But also, see, if it's Kirk, Flacco, Gardner, Minshew, I would go Flacco number 1 just because, when you're going throughout the NFL season, I want a guy like Flacco who has done it at the highest level, who has been a quarterback for a stacked team like that Baltimore Ravens team. Very similar situation what J.J. McCarthy's getting floated into. So I would go Flacco 1 as my number 1 backup quarterback option. Probably go Kirk Cousins 2, unlikely. And probably a guy like Gardner Minshew. Then you got the Drew Locks, Mac Joneses, following suit. But I would go Joe Flacco. Go get Flacco another ring, man. Would you bring back Stephon Diggs? No. Did he lie about the shots? No. We will get to the shots here in a second. Tim, when you want to go grab the Tito's bottle and a shot glass, it's in the other kitchen across from James's office, just to the left of the fridge. Yeah, if you could just get a shot glass too. You could just put up if you love the free agency signings type skull. Yeah, we will get the shots here in a second. What did I miss? The Vikings are causing havoc. Yeah, we'll get the shots going on today's show. We'll have a little celebration here. or actually just want to throw up Pass Masters super chat real quick. You can just sit on that. Shout out to Pass coming in. Oh, man. What a day. What a day to be a Minnesota Vikings fan. Can't believe it. Can't believe it. We trade for Stephon Diggs. We wouldn't need to trade for him. Just be able to sign him. All right. Shout out to Passmaster coming in saying, let's go. So are we happy with CBs and safeties? Keep up the great work, brother. Appreciate you, Past. I think we're all right with the cornerback room and safety group. Honestly, let me ask you guys this. What is the weakest position group on the Minnesota Vikings right now? I'd probably say also, could you just grab me a Miller Lite? That's cool, thanks. I'd probably say weakest position group right now is either the cornerback unit or the safety unit. Jason saying kicker. Z cool, it's not quarterback. We got JJ. Weakest position group, probably corner. Like, I would have faith in, Josh Metellus, Harrison Smith, Theo Jackson getting it done at safety. Z cool, just one QB. I hear you, but that could change in a heartbeat once we sign Flacco. Scott Hughes, yeah, probably cornerback depth. Listen, it's not like I'm thrilled about where the CBs and safety units land right now, but like even if the Vikings don't make any more moves in the secondary, I'm cool with rolling with that unit heading in the next year. Yeah, I'd probably say corner. Even you can make an argument for running back. Javon Holland did go to the New York Giants today. Actually, Giants got him on a great deal. Rodgers, Blackman, and Nudie have a lot of potential. I hear you. Like, dude, if Mekhi Blackman pops, that secondary is loaded. If Blackman pops, that secondary is absolutely loaded. Z cool, signing with the Vikes as a motivational speaker. I love it. Justin Reed would be a fun option. What's up, Zach Doss? Shout out to you. Yeah, Javon Holland went to the Giants earlier on this morning. God, you got 2 interior offensive linemen, 2 interior defensive linemen. You were able to bring back Murphy. Clap it up. Clap it up, baby. Clap it up. I feel like I could go play a football game right now, everybody. I feel like I could go play a football game right now. This is just awesome. This is awesome. What a day, man. What a day. Are we going to have any money next year? Oh, yeah, Blake. The Vikings, this is why Kwesi has done such a good job, baby. He has done such a good job. Z Cool says, I feel a bomb is about to drop. What's that bomb, Z Cool? You think you got the Vikes making another move? Adam Thielen or Diggs returning? Obviously, you got to go Thielen, man. Oh, that's cool. Thank you. We got some tequila in studio for you guys. Tequila. This stream's getting. Tito's is vodka. Oh, my goodness. No, you're all good. All right, well. That's going to be tough. Shout out to you guys. Cheers to all the Vikings fans out there. Let's cheers this to Kwesi. And all of you guys sending super chats, supporting the show. We really appreciate you. Cheers to you guys. Oh, man. Oh, man. Yeah, no, definitely not Fireball. Made the right call. What is this? Have you guys ever heard of this brand? It's tequila. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. But we do have some super chats flowing in. Shout out to you guys. Got my man Kelly coming in with a 10. Fenrir coming in with a 5. And then Rob Walters coming with a 20. Shout out to you guys for bringing that energy today. Can we get Pat some whiskey? If I get whiskey, I will be throwing up everywhere. My body does not react well to whiskey. I wish it did. I just can't handle whiskey, man. Whiskey or Hennessy. I can't do it. Can't do it. Hennessy also is just a different type of drunk, I feel like. Naked lady. Yeah, that's what we got here. Naked lady. Oh, this is. Huh. It'll grow hair on your chest, Pat. No doubt whiskey will. I just can't handle it, though. I just can't handle it. Yes, the Vikings picked up Javon Hargrave. You see it at the bottom of your screen right now. How is it? It's not bad. Handmade from tequila. Cheers from Mexico, my man. Cheers from Mexico. Kelly, coming in. What's going on? These shots are for you. Shout out to you for all the stress you had yesterday on day one of free agency. Yeah, it was definitely a stressful day one when everybody was making moves. Packers, Lions, Bears, they're all improving their roster, and the Vikings were just chilling, not doing everything. But today felt like Christmas morning. Hargrave, Allen, Willie Fries. You got Ryan Kelly. You got Byron Murphy. Like, just an absolute clinic by the Vikings general manager, Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. Couldn't be happier. Couldn't be happier. What's going on? Van Reer coming in. Pick up some Beiju. What is Beiju? Let's see here. It's a Chinese liquor. This looks interesting here. Pretty good, though, Van Reer. You like this stuff? Yes, I am 25 years old. Young Vikings fan. This looks pretty solid. That looks pretty solid. Daniel Jones thoughts? Not a lot of thoughts on Daniel Jones. Vikings just have to get another backup quarterback now, and that's okay. All right, we'll take another shot for you guys. Cheers to all of the real ones in the building. Appreciate you guys tuning in. Whew. Oh, that's awful. That's awful. I'm going to be talking Super Bowl after a couple more shots of that, fellas. Appreciate you, Ben Reer. Shout out to you. Rob Walters, what's going on? Saying, got nothing for you. Just tossing $20 your way. Vikings pickups are looking real good. Rob, I appreciate you, man. Listen, you guys sending super chats. For everybody who can, I understand everybody, is not able to, but it really does help us out here. Here at Chat Sports, I was the 15th or 16th person hired here, and we're up to, I think, 33 or 34 people now. And these super chats are a great way to just support the whole company. It doesn't go back into my pocket. It goes back into the company. And you guys sending in super chats are a big reason why we're able to go live right now here on Vikings. Why we're able to go live for every single game, go live once a week. Because my bosses, listen, they're running the company. They see you guys supporting, sending in money, supporting the show. Obviously, they'll just invest more in the Minnesota Vikings YouTube channel here. So you guys sending those super chats, we really, really, really appreciate you. Is thus the real Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah in the chat? Yes, it is. That's a real Kwesi Adolfo-Mensah. Do you think Addison is going anywhere next year? I'm going to say no. But we'll see. Scott Kaysen, since Jones is gone, who would be the backup? If I had to call it right now, I'm probably going to go Joe Flacco. If I had to call it right now, I'll probably go Joe Flacco. But we'll see. Oh, no way. Rob Walters coming in with $100 super chat. My man, Rob Walters. Thank you so much. Everybody show Rob some love in the live chat right now. Give him a skull, Rob. Show him the love of the Vikings Now family. Dropping $100 super chat. And I think that causes us to crack open the first Miller Lite of the day. Show some support to Rob, sending in that $100 super chat. Wow. Liked hearing my name the first time. I love saying her name, Rob Walters, if you're going to be supporting the show like that. Shout out to you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Wow. So here's another 100. Everybody give me a skull Rob down below in the live chat right now. We're cracking this open for my man, Rob Walters. Skull Robbie. See, Miller Lite's more my speed over tequila. Not a big liquor guy. Man, Rob, thank you so much, dude. $100 super chat. Show Rob some love down below in the live chat. Look at that. We appreciate you, dude. Holy cow. You saw that red pop up in the live chat. That was electric. Getting the stream going. Rob supporting the show. Breakfast beers for my man Rob Walters celebrating the Vikings. Getting Javon Hargrave, Willie Fries, Jonathan Allen, Byron Murphy. Here we go. Make Pat drunk before noon again. Well, I got no food in my system, so that'll be pretty easy. I did say shotgun for 100. I'm going to sip on this Miller first, and then we are going to shotgun a beer later. We're just going to have to wait a little bit. Don't want to do 2 shots and then shotgun a beer. The stream might get off the rails real quick. Actually, you know what? We can just do it. You just want to go get the shot fun machine. We'll do it right now. You guys are showing love. Shout out to Rob Walters, man. We'll shotgun that beer. We'll shotgun that beer. Why not? Let's just celebrate the Vikings making moves, man. Why not? Let's do it. I'll make you guys a deal. Oh, chill out, Kelly. Chill out. I'll make you guys a deal. Every $100 super chat we get today, I will shotgun a beer. We'll see how long I can go. I will shotgun a beer for every $100 super chat we get today. I'm fired up. You guys are bringing the energy. Quasi's making moves happen. That's the deal. Zach Dawson, love to see you this active, Pat. We're getting active today, man. We're getting active today. Quasi's making moves. Vikings, biggest winners so far of free agency? I think so. We got the shotgun machine back, loaded up. All right, I got to lock in for this, guys. I need everybody right now to show Rob some love again. Give me a skull Rob down below. We're going to shotgun a beer, celebrate the free agency moves. Let's do it, man. Now let's go get Joe Flacco. Let's go get a Kevin Zeitler. Let's go make one more move to get us better on the margins. Let's do it. Everybody show Rob some love, though. We'll shotgun this beer for him. Let's go. Whew. Oh, my goodness. That was ice cold, guys. That was ice cold. Holy cow. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, I was doing the $5 shots for when I was in the restroom. We got 2 of them, so we already handled those. Oh, man. Oh, man. There we go. Shout out to you guys. Appreciate you, Rob. Thank you, man. We also got Scott Rosenberg coming in saying, love the show. Great free agency so far. No doubt about it, man. It's been an awesome free agency. It was definitely slow at first, no doubt about it, but Quasi turned this around this morning. Just nuke. Just dominating right now. Dominating the free agency period. It's just stuff you got to love to see, man. Can't wait for the Vikings to get the first Super Bowl. Over 40 years of heartache, skull for life. It might happen, man. It might happen. You cracked Miller Lights yesterday? Yes, we just shotgunned one. I got one open for my man Rob, who sent in 100. Whew. That got the party started a little bit. Starting to feel that, fellas. Starting to feel that. Quasi do Fomensa saying, can we afford Kevin Zeitler still? Quasi, shouldn't you know the answer to that question, man? I have no idea. You know, we'll find out how much money the Vikings have left here probably in a little bit, but holy cow. appreciate you guys tuning in, man, supporting the show. We appreciate you guys. Can the Vikings afford Mac Jones? I'm assuming they can. They had a deal out there for Daniel Jones. Apparently turned it down to go to the Colts with a better chance of starting. So I'm guessing we still have a good chance. Man, I can't believe it. I can't believe it. So we also got Blaze coming in saying, glad they finally signed some people. Next, we need another cornerback and a QB, maybe Zach Wilson or Jameis. So Zach Wilson, if you guys missed it, he actually did go to the Miami Dolphins yesterday, so that's not an option anymore. Jameis, I'd rather not go Jameis. I'd rather get a guy with a lot of experience, like a Joe Flacco, a guy that can kind of teach J.J. McCarthy the ins and outs of just going through an NFL season. Now, obviously, learn from Sam Darnold. He, obviously Kevin O'Connell being there, he's got great, mentors and just coaches around him that'll coach him up. But I would still like another quarterback, like a guy like Joe Flacco, who went through a whole Super Bowl run, won a Super Bowl, one of the, I think he would be a perfect quarterback to sit behind J.J. McCarthy. And also Flacco, if he needs to step in for a game or two this year, I would have faith in the Vikings still being able to go get a win. If Flacco's, obviously they're starting. So I love it. The Flacco idea. In terms of another corner, Blaze, I don't know who else they would get. Now, I don't think I could see them throwing money at like an Asante Samuel Jr. or a Rasul Douglas, cornerback of the Bills. But we'll see. I mean, who knows? I didn't expect Javon Hargrave to be on the board after the Will Fries, Jonathan Allen signing. Like, honestly, after the Jonathan Allen 3 for $60, I was a little concerned they weren't able to get Will Fries, be able to get him on a 5-year, $88 million deal. So maybe Kwesi still has a lot of moves up his sleeves. We'll see. Anything could happen any second now, but just very, very happy where this organization's going. Tang Yang, what's going on? How shocked would you be if Kwesi signs either Becton or Scherf to finish off the offensive line for McCarthy? I would be shocked. You could throw Zeitler into that list as well. Tevin Jenkins. Also, I would be shocked. I can't see the Vikings tossing any more money, or at least big-time money towards the offensive line. Now, maybe they go plug and play. Maybe they go, hey, Brandon Scherf, Kevin Zeitler, we'll toss you 1 year's $8-9 million, and then we'll go from there. Maybe that's in play for the Minnesota Vikings. But we'll see. I just can't see him tossing big money towards Becton, because you would just assume the Vikings are pretty much done spending big, but we'll see. I mean, maybe Becton's looking at what the Vikings are doing and saying, man, I want to go be a part of that. We'll see, though. And how they can draft BPA. That's the best part. That is the best part about free agency. Kwesi, you got to Henry Ruggs once he is out. Come on, dude. Cheers all of you guys. Morning beers to celebrate. Axel, coming in, man. What's going on? Great free agency so far. Who would you say should be our next signing besides quarterback depth? Go Vikings. Next signing besides, a guy like Joe Flacco. I would probably lean. I mean, Kevin Zeitler would be my dream next signing. Plug him in at left guard, and then your offensive line's set. And I think he would be able to adjust to that side of the offensive line pretty easily because he's only actually had 2 snaps at left guard in his entire career. But I think either him or Will Fries would be able to adjust to the left guard spot pretty well. Mekhi Becton on the low coming in from Kink. I doubt they could get Becton on a steal. We'll see, though. Next signing besides quarterback depth. Next signing besides quarterback depth. I honestly don't have a good answer for you. Maybe like Asante Samuel, Rasul Douglas. You get another corner, like maybe a Justin Reed at safety. I think they're good on defensive line. Obviously, I think you got one of the best in the National Football League heading in the next season. Maybe the Vikings say, F it, we'll go trade for Sauce Gardner or something like that, but I don't think he's on the table. we'll see, though, what the Vikings decide to do. But, Axel, I don't really have a good answer for you on where the Vikings go next. I'm assuming the next signing will be a quarterback signing like a Joe Flacco. As Brock saying, who's BPA? Can anyone tell me? BPA for me at pick 24 would be a guy like Caleb Johnson, Tyler Booker, Amari, and Hampton. Those would be three guys I would watch out for as potentially being picks for the Vikings in the first round, because I don't think they're going to attack defensive line anymore unless they just try to get another depth guy, another young guy you could develop. But you still got like a Jalen Redmond in there in that room who's a young guy who could develop. Still obviously got Harrison Phillips there. Like you got Harrison Phillips, Hargrave, Jonathan Allen, Jalen Redmond. That's a great four. And then you got the edges of Van Ginkel, Grenard, and Dallas Turner. Like I honestly think you're good at defensive line. So I'd probably say BPA would probably be like a, who knows? What if they're like, screw it, we'll trade up for Ashton Genty. We'll trade up for Amari and Hampton if those guys end up falling in the draft. Or if they just say, hey, screw it, we'll sit there at pick 24, take our guy, Caleb Johnson. It's going to be curious to see how the Vikings play it. But appreciate you, Axel, for sending in that super chat. Jeff Bartlett, what's going on, man? Yes, I would like some fries with my free agents. Hopefully these signings will equal wins and a deep playoff run. And be like me, stick with vodka. Doing great as always, Pat. Hey, Jeff, I appreciate you. Should probably stick with vodka, but hey, we got tequila. That's all we got in the studio, and that's A-okay with me. But yeah, Jeff, it's been a great free agency. I think these will equal wins. Like the Vikings are going to be such a problem next season because they've always been great on the perimeter. Like Kevin O'Connell, he's been able to scheme stuff up and just kind of get to 13 and 14 wins in 2 of the last 3 seasons, and now for the first time, it feels like the Vikings have a roster advantage over almost about any team in the NFC. Like, I think the Vikings have the best roster in the NFC North now. It's just going to come down to JJ. And, like, that's truly what it all comes down to. And I'm a big believer in JJ McCarthy. I think he's going to have an awesome career with the Minnesota Vikings. But we'll see what ends up happening. But, Jeff, thank you so much for sending a $10 super chat. Awesome stuff, man. We appreciate you. But, hey, if you guys are loving the Vikings free agency so far, go down there, hit that thumbs up icon. We're actually 1 like away from 250 likes. So if you guys could, go down there, hit that thumbs up icon, like today's live stream. Got 630 people in the building. Shout out to you guys for tuning in. Also, I could see another wide receiver being like a Cooper Kupp, Adam Thielen. Maybe that could be the next move for the Vikings. We need a good backup quarterback. Joe Flacco's more than capable. Black Van, where are you seeing that on the Vikings' updated cap space? As Rob Walters coming in with another $80 super chat. Rob, do you got me on Twitter, dude? Because I would love to send you something. Rob, hit me up on Twitter. I'm putting it in the live chat right now. Shoot me a DM over there. Holy cow. Rob Walters sending in $80. We appreciate you, Rob. Everybody show Rob some love down below. Give him a skull, Rob, as he's making this free agency live show special, baby. Shout out to you, Rob. Cheers to you, as he says, let's make it an even 200 on the day. Man, thank you so much, Rob. This really does help me a lot here, just grow in my career, because now we're going to be able to go to bosses and say, hey, you see what we did today? See what a guy like Rob Walters is doing? He's making it rain, Tommy Wood. He's making it rain. Skull Rob's in the live chat. Get him going. We got 650 people in the house. I want to see 650 Skull Robs down below in the comment section. Wow. Thank you so much, Rob. Cheers to you, my friend. I wish I could do more than just say thank you to you, dude. But please hit me up on Twitter, Rob. I put that in the live chat right now. What are your true thoughts on J.J. McCarthy? I think he's legit, man. I think he's good enough to win a Super Bowl in the National Football League. He checks every box. Intangibles, tangibles, great athlete, great arm, great processor. Really checks every box at the quarterback position. Great out of structure as well, which is something I don't think a lot of people give him credit for, as being kind of like that backyard football type of quarterback. But that's what J.J. McCarthy is. He will go be a gamer. This guy was a 5-star recruit. I mean, he was a highly touted recruit since he was in 8th grade. Now, listen, JJ, he went to my high school as well. I remember when I was a senior, JJ was this like hot up and coming freshman, and he was on our varsity team as our practice squad quarterback. And he didn't start his freshman year for our varsity team in high school. JJ didn't, and he was one of the, he was very hyped up. Like we all knew who he was. And I remember a little bit of me. Funny story here when JJ was coming to our high school and everything. I remember a lot of us, being seniors, we were like, all right, let's really see if this kid's that good. We kind of had our doubts because at the time he was a really scrawny kid. Obviously, he was an 8th grader freshman year. And I remember JJ came in and we were all kind of sitting there just waiting for him to kind of prove himself to us. And I remember the first practice in the summer when this kid wasn't even a true freshman in high school just yet. And he was going up against our varsity defense who had multiple D1 players on that side of the field. And JJ was just cooking us. Like with our practice squad guys. Like he, that Jimmy Butler story about when he came to the Timberwolves, he took the, 3rd string guys and he beat up on like Cat and the starting lineup. Like JJ came in as a 13-year-old guy and was just throwing the ball over the lot, and he was crushing it. So listen, JJ, I knew who he was since he was honestly 12 years old because we heard about him. Me and him both grew up in LaGrange Park, and JJ actually has a T-shirt where it says "Just a Kid from LGP, LaGrange Park, Chicago, Illinois." Me and JJ both grew up. I mean, he grew up a couple blocks away from me. But everything we've heard about him since he was a young kid, he's a great guy. He is a very humble person, and that's the thing I remember about him is like, he was just acting like one of the guys when he was, like we knew who he was. He was a 5-star quarterback. He actually originally, funny story about JJ, I'll give you guys another one. He originally wanted to go to Notre Dame. I remember that was a lot of the conversation. JJ was really big on Notre Dame. Notre Dame pulled it, or not pulled their offer. They didn't offer him like a full ride. They actually went with Tyler Booker, who was a terrible college quarterback for Notre Dame and went to Bama. And then JJ, he was kind of like, all right, screw that. I'll go to Michigan. And this kid, his first year as a starting quarterback for our high school, I think they lost because I was a freshman in college then. I'm pretty sure they lost in the state championship, but JJ at the time, I remember he had a broken hand on his throwing hand, and he still played in that state championship game when he was, this was when he was a sophomore in high school, so he was 14, 15 years old, and he was still, toughing it out there. And listen, I'm a big fan of JJ. I'm going to try to get him on the show. I've been reaching out to him on Instagram. I don't know if he'll remember me since I was a senior when he was a freshman. But we'll see. If I could get JJ on the show, man, that would be incredible. But, just couldn't be happier for him that he's truly the starting quarterback. It's honestly crazy for me personally. Like, went to high school with the kid, Nazareth Academy. Also, Julian Love went to that high school. CJ West, he's going to be probably a day 2 pick this year, was at Indiana, defensive lineman. He went to our high school as well. It's just called Nazareth Academy, Chicago, Illinois. Shout out to Tim Rackey. He's our high school football coach, one of the, honestly, in my opinion, the best high school football coach in Illinois history. Alec Lewis actually did an interview with Tim Rackey this past year, and maybe we could get Tim Rackey on the show. I reached out to him last year to have him on talking about J.J. McCarthy, but then he obviously tore his meniscus, so I decided to pivot off that. But, man, it's a great time, man. It's a great time. Just crazy that I'm covering the Vikings here, and now J.J. McCarthy is going to go be the starting quarterback for my favorite football team, and he just fits the Minnesota Vikings culture perfectly. Like, this dude is a great guy. But Rob, seriously, man, thank you so much for sending your super chats today. Awesome stuff, dude. Awesome stuff. Really do appreciate it. But Van Reer coming in saying, growing up in Illinois, how did you become a Vikings fan? So I was born into it. So I was born in actually Minneapolis, St. Paul. Then I moved to Chicago when I was 3 or 4 years old. Grew up in Chicago, so all my friends are Bears fans and everything, so it's a lot of fun going back and forth with them. But, yeah, I am a Minnesota Vikings fan and then Chicago sports for the rest of it. So I'm actually a Bulls fan. I'm a Cubs fan. I'm a Blackhawks fan. But I still root for like the Timberwolves, the Wild, and the Twins anytime they're on, just because I got a love for Minnesota and the fan base over there. But yeah, I pretty much just grew into it. Like my dad wasn't a big Bears fan, and then when he was in Minnesota, that was during like the Randy Moss, Chris Carter, Dante Culpepper era, and he just fell in love with that football team. Passed it down to me, my whole extended family, Vikings fans as well. So that's kind of how it happened. Growing up in Chicago, being a Vikings fan, shout out to all the Illinois Vikings fans out there. It's actually a lot deeper there's a lot more Vikings fans in Chicago than you would have imagined. As Bose Adams, GOAT high school coach in Illinois. Nah, man, that's Tim Rackey. Tim Rackey of Nazareth Academy, greatest high school coach in Illinois history. Know the name. Southern Illinois Vikings fan here. Shout out to John Bean. Do you like if we go after Malik Collins? I'm pretty sure the Vikes are done at defensive line. Might have just seen a dude in a costume. The last time I talked with Smokey Bear, he was definitely a Vikings fan. Is that true? JJ has swagger. We haven't had it in a long time at the quarterback position. Yeah, a QB with a QB with aura for the Vikings. Who would have ever imagined that? Who would have ever imagined that? But Hayden, what's going on, man? Can you give opinions on Panthers signings? I do know the Panthers picked up, was it Trevon Merrick? You guys extended J.C. Horn. You actually got Patrick Jones. I do think Patrick Jones' stats last year were a little inflated, but I'm a fan of what the Panthers have done. I'm excited to see Bryce Young next year. I'm a big fan of his game. Him going through, a lot of adversity throughout his NFL career so far. I think it's only going to, be beneficial for him, but on my thumbnail. Yeah, I got it. Hold on, everybody. Let me just adjust this real quick. Had a typo on the thumbnail, everybody. Just update that real quick. Javon Hargrave. All right, we're all set there. I said Hargrave. Hargrave. Alrighty, yeah, Hayden, I like the move the Panthers are making. It's going to be a fun year next year, just in the NFL. A lot of young quarterbacks with a lot of good teams around them. I'll say that. But, hey, let's show J.J. McCarthy some love. Newest QB1 in Minnesota is all but official here. So if you guys could, type those 9s down below in the live chat right now. He's the SGA of the NFL. I love that, Blake. Show J.J. McCarthy some love. Type those 9s. Roger Bong, what's going on, man? How you doing? Yeah, I blame the early Vikings news for the typo. Brain was still foggy this morning. I was just too excited. Ant or SGA? You got to go Ant, baby. Look for Dallas Turner game to step up this season. Dude, he looks awesome in his off-season workouts. Yeah, maybe they could restructure O'Neal's contract so Dak and create some more money. I think it would, if they restructure it, it would clear up about, I think it was $14 million to restructure O'Neal. Let me just double check that real quick. I think if you restructure Brian O'Neal's deal, you'll be able to save a good amount of money. Just double check here. All right, you would save $8.1 million if you restructure Brian O'Neal, but if you restructure Jonathan Grenard, you could get $13.8 million. Zach Dawson, feeling good yet, Pat? Oh, I was feeling great since I woke up this morning, my friend. Now I'm feeling extra great right now. Yeah, you could extend Josh Oliver see this. If you extend Oliver, you could also get another $5.4 million Eric Mott. You could extend Grenard again, technically. Unlikely, but it would save up $13.8 million as well. You could also extend Brian O'Neill, saves $12.9 million. Van Ginkel, you could extend, saves $7.7 million. So there's still ways for the Vikings to create more cap space. And then if you restructure Brian O'Neill, $8.1 million. You could just restructure Van Ginkel, $7.7 as well. You could restructure Hawk, save $7.3 million. So there are moves the Vikings can make to even get more money if they have a guy out there. And then if you do like cut guys, so like if you cut some guys here, if you cut Justin Jefferson, you would have $80 million in dead cap. That's hilarious to see. Like where's Ed Ingram at? Like you could save $3.4 million cutting Ed Ingram. So that would be a good amount. Also, Garrett Bradbury, as it stands right now, if you cut him, you would save $3.6 million. But if you do it post-June 1, you could save $5.2 million if you cut Bradbury and only be $800,000 in dead cap. So there's still moves to be made. If you do want to cut Bradbury, I'm just curious if the Vikes are cool with rolling Bradbury out at left guard. Like that's something that could be in play as well. Austin Scholes coming in saying trade Garrett Bradbury, keep him as a backup center guard. I would rather honestly keep him instead of trade him. Yeah, I think I would rather have him just being a rotational guy in free agency. I think that would, or not rotational guy for the lineup. Have him be the backup center, backup kind of swing interior offensive lineman. I would be cool with keeping him. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at with it, Austin. Now, if they do decide to trade him, maybe the Vikings want to add like another 6th or 7th round pick in this year's draft. That could be a possibility as well. Do I think it's likely? Probably not. I think probably the more likely option is they keep Bradbury, try to fit him in at that left guard, maybe the backup center spot. But we'll see what the Vikings do at left guard. Maybe they're just saying, hey, Blake Brandel, Garrett Bradbury, you guys battle it out at left guard. And you got to assume whoever it is, playing next to Christian Darrisaw, playing next to Ryan Kelly, they would be able to get the most out of their games. But, Austin, I appreciate you, man, for sending a $2 super chat. Then we got Jeff Bartlett coming in saying an A grade in free agency. I'm with you. I think it's an A as well. I'm saying A+++++ for my grade for the Minnesota Vikings. But you guys grade it for me. How are you feeling so far? Give me an A, B, C, D, or F. I'm going a big old fat A++. Couldn't be happier with how the Vikings are handling it, man. Just awesome stuff, dude. Awesome stuff. Yeah, also, if you guys saw the video earlier on today for Jonathan Allen, my eyes are like bloodshot in that video. I woke up, my allergies were just kicking my ass. You guys can probably hear it in my voice a little bit. But I was delirious, and I freaking knew they were going to sign Jonathan Allen at 7 a.m. Because we came back in the studio, went live for the Byron Murphy re-signing. And I didn't go to bed until like 12:31 in the morning, and I was like on 5 hours of sleep. I woke up, I was just delirious, and I'm like, oh my God, they gave Jonathan Allen 3 for $60. Was a little shocked on that, but couldn't be happier. Pat, what do you think about Justin Reed? That'll be an interesting signing for the Vikes. I mean, he was pretty damn good this past football season. Still 28 years old. You know, he was good for the Chiefs. I think it would be a great scheme fit with Brian Flores, and maybe the Vikings could potentially swing him on a one, you know, maybe it's like a 2-year, $40 or $35 million deal. Maybe it's just 2 for $30. They could get Justin Reed. I don't know how much he would really go for, but listen, he was pretty damn good this past season. Played in just under 1,000 snaps, and he was the 20th highest graded safety according to PFF. Is apparently Aaron Rodgers is about to go on the Pat McAfee show and potentially announce where he's going. Could you imagine if he says the Minnesota Vikings? What do we do? What do we do? Jeff, but I'm with you. I gets an A grade from me, my friend. Never Stop coming in. Bring back Christian Ponder as the backup quarterback. I feel it would be great. Do you feel it would be great, Never Stop? I don't know about Ponder, man. Come on. He is probably He's probably an accountant or something right now. Yeah, it's Pat Elfline still available, coming in from Kink. For bringing back a former Vikings quarterback here, it's Teddy Bridgewater, everybody. Go get Teddy his ring. That's the former Viking we'll bring in. Roger Bong, what's going on, man? Great to see you in the live chat. Roger, how you feeling? You liking the moves today? This Vikings team is absolutely loaded, man. As Jeff Bartlett coming in with the next one, saying the NFL is a global phenomenon that brings people together and creates healthy, respective rivalries. How fun it is to scowl at the mention of Green Bay. Yeah, I love it, especially with the NFC North with all four teams. Like, all four fan bases next year are probably anticipating they will win the division. And that's a great spot to be in as just a fan of the NFC North. Because I'm sure if you ask Bears fans, how are you guys going to be next season? They're saying, oh, we'll be in the playoffs. You ask a Lions fan, they're probably like, dude, we'll be right back to where we were last season. You ask a Packers fan, they're probably saying the same thing. But my prediction for the NFC North as it stands right now, the Vikings, I got them now, 12-7, number one in the division. Number two, I'm going to throw you guys a curveball here. I'll go Chicago Bears at 10-7. Lions 10-7, third in the division. Then I got the Packers finishing last, going 7-10. Also, another bold prediction. I think the Packers go 0-6 in the division next year. They were 1-5 last year. Should have been 0-6 if they didn't block a field goal in Chicago. Yeah, I think the Vikings are going to do it, man. Roger saying, loving it. We're killing it. Let's go. Love to hear it, Raj. Zach Doss saying, hey, Patrick Seaman, how you feel about a guy like Keenan Allen and maybe Thielen with Addison suspension, then maybe trade Allen after suspension? I wouldn't hate the idea of Keenan Allen whatsoever, mainly just because he's killed the Vikings in the past. So I'd love to bring him in. But, yeah, it's kind of where we stand right now. Yeah, it's fun to have rivalries. The NFC North is the most fun division. 3 contenders and the Bears. OFG. I think the Bears jumped the Green Bay Packers, in my opinion. I think the Packers, unless Jordan Love takes a massive step, I could see them being a big regression team. As the Bears are re-signing their long snapper. That's some news there. You guys let me know your thoughts on this, though. Who wins the NFC North next season? I better see 600 Vikings be floated in live chat right now. Yeah, I wouldn't hate Keenan Allen, guys, whatsoever.
They got to put, every single NFC North game in primetime next year.
Oh, yeah. That's...
the later 4 o'clock window.
Yeah. I wonder if they could honestly backload a bunch of these NFC North games just to the, last few weeks of the season. Just because potentially those will have some huge implications on the division. But, yeah, I'm with you, Dylan. I mean, put those games in prime time. Vikings, Lions, must-watch TV. Vikings, Bears, must-watch TV. Vikings, Packers, must-watch TV. NFC North is going to be awesome, dude. It's Kevin O'Connell now in the live chat saying, got some fries for you guys. Love it, KOC. Love it. PNP wants Cameron Dantzler. I think we kicked the tires on that the whole experience. But we'll see. As we got the live poll, shout out to Dylan for getting that going, saying, who do you want to back up JJ? 40% say Flacco, 25 Kirk, 23 Mac Jones, 11 Jacoby Brissett. Yeah, if I had to rank those, I'd go Flacco 1, Brissett 2, Cousins 3, Mac Jones 4. That's what I would go. Yeah, but the schedule next year for the Vikings is brutal, coming in from Jeff Vikings. Jeff Bartlett coming in. What do you call a Green Bay fan at the Super Bowl? A tourist. Love that, dude. I love that. Packers might be in a tough spot, I think. Really banking on Jordan Love. I mean, the Vikes are banking on JJ. Bears are banking on Caleb, but home games for the Vikings next season. The Bears, Lions, and Packers, obviously. Then we got the Eagles, Commanders, Bengals, and Falcons. Those are, that's a tough home schedule. Eagles, Commanders, and Ravens. Bengals. That is a brutal stretch right there. And then road opponents. You still got the 3 divisional teams, Bears, Lions, Packers. And then you're in Dallas. You're in New York against the Giants. You're in Pittsburgh, and you're in Cleveland. You're in Seattle, and then you're also in Los Angeles to play the Chargers. It is a tough schedule, everybody. Very, 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 very tough schedule. But Jeff, we appreciate you. Shout out to you, man. What happened to Chad Beebe? I do not know where Chad Beebe's at right now. I'll tell you what. Cooper Beebe's a Cowboy. Yes, sir. Dylan, I'm going to run to the restroom one more time. Dylan's going to hold it down. If you guys could, show Dylan some love. Give me a skull, Dylan. Killing it on the 1s and 2s here. And you guys let us know. What's your one-word reaction to the signings? I'll be right back. We're going to stay live here for at least the next hour. So we'll be back right now. Give me a skull, Dylan. Show the producer of Vikings Now some love. He'll hold it down. Oh, yeah, I broke the seal, Ben Rear. It has already been broken. We are going to go down this path today. Yeah, if you guys could, show Dylan some love. You guys are ridiculous.
So the Vikings have made a lot of moves, guys. What are your one, if you had to go ahead and say, what's your one-word reaction to these signings? Let's go ahead and look in the chat right now. Eric saying, have you heard anything on Becton? I don't think Becton's going to the Vikings personally. I think the Vikings would have to give them Willie Fry's money, and I think they made their move. Shout out to Scott, Terrence. Tommy saying Jazz, that's a great one. Veneer saying amazeballs. Eric saying slaying. Steve saying nice. Jeff saying bankrupt. The Vikings still have some money left, but yeah, they definitely went all in. Can't say much about the Cowboys doing that. Never stop saying Thielen. You know, that is a possibility now. Bring back Thielen. I mean, Jefferson and Thielen are still very close. Blinky saying optimal. Ray Away saying jacked. Craig saying trenches. Yep, that's probably the perfect word. Getting both in the interior of the defensive line and the offensive line. Joshua saying fire. We got Steven Ray Away saying bring back. Yeah, I think that would be a great move for them. Because you need that third guy. Look, Josh Naylor's a good third receiver. But bringing back Adam Thielen just ensures another guy for JJ to have some insurance in, and the more weapons for him, the better. JP saying goated. It's Rolio saying efficient. PMP saying add a defensive back. I don't think the Vikings are going to go ahead and get another defensive back in free agency. They just paid Byron Murphy what you see on screen right now, $66 million for 3 years. So I think they're done with cornerback. Unless, Gilmore, we don't really know the status of him right now. So I think they could go first round draft a cornerback to complement Murphy. That could be an option for them. Courtney saying one word ballin'. I mean, Kwesi, he definitely woke up from yesterday. That's for sure.
He definitely did. There's no doubt about that, fellas. Shout out to JP Prods in the building. We're kicking along NFL free agency here on the channel. Waiting for some new news to break. Great day for the Minnesota Vikings. Awesome time to be a Vikings fan, man. Awesome, awesome time. Awesome, awesome time. Yeah, Mekhi Blackman should step up big this year, Deshaunte. Hopefully Dallas Turner takes that next step as well. That would be pretty sweet. Never stop. Yeah, 100. Like, honestly, I could see Van Ginkel honestly more going towards like a makeshift. Like, he's already kind of was a hybrid linebacker edge. I could see Van Ginkel maybe leaning more into the linebacker side of that, and then Van Ginkel or Turner just being that like put your hand in the dirt, get home to the quarterback guy. But also Turner has a lot of versatility to it. That was a big reason why the Vikings Ended up drafting him because the scheme fit with Brian Flores. Did we get Hargrave? Yes, we did, my friend. Yes, we did. I wouldn't hate Justin Simmons. He apparently might get a 1-year, like, $10 million deal. I would love it. I would love it. See what ends up happening. Just kicking along free agency live here on Vikings Now. Shout out to you guys for tuning in. We appreciate you. Appreciate you guys for hanging out with us today. How long is free agency? It does not stop. What do you think is high on the Vikes radar right now? Got to assume backup quarterback or wide receiver 3. I think that's how they're going to address it. Like Cooper Kupp signing would be insane. Yeah, Pickett's off the table. He was traded to the Browns. A weird move for Cleveland. I'll tell you that. Yeah, you would assume pick number 2. They'll probably stay there. We'll see, though. We'll see. Come on, Rob. Rob, that's the comment of the day. The Colts are preparing for a quarterback battle between Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. Let's see what time these videos went out yesterday. Yeah, I'll be sick if the Vikings don't sign anyone until 1:30. But man, oh man, what a day. What a day so far. Yeah, the least interesting QB competition in history. I would love Cooper Kupp as wide receiver 3. That's my next guy. Oh my God, Jefferson, Addison, Cooper Kupp. And Naylor. Yeah, Naylor's good. Yeah, we still got Speedy Naylor. Don't worry about it. 6th-rounder from Michigan State. Woke up to a Quasi masterclass. This shit means something to me, man. I love that. I love that. Yeah, Aaron Rodgers is supposed to go on Pat McAfee here in a little bit. I am so curious. I could see. Isn't McAfee a Steelers fan? Played. I think he grew. Did he grow up in Pittsburgh? Or no. He's not a Steelers guy. His like one of his main co-hosts is a Steelers guy. See if Aaron Rodgers announces where he's going on Pat McAfee. What a curveball it would be if Rodgers comes to the Vikes. I hate even throwing it out there, but it's just fun to talk about. What a curveball that would be. I doubt it. Say that, but is McAfee drinking the DJ Kool-Aid right now? Don't jinx us. I know. Digging the shaved head, by the way. Appreciate your machines. Decided to do it for free agency. Oh, he's from Indiana? Okay. Rodgers to the Vikes. Oh, my God. ESPN would hate it because then they would have to talk about the Vikings, and they hate talking about the Vikings. They are praying he goes to Pittsburgh or New York. It's Christian Fulton, Chargers standout cornerback, has agreed to terms with the Kansas City Chiefs on a 2-year, $20.5 million deal. Christian Fulton heading to the Kansas City Chiefs. Yeah, Jonathan Allen was a bit of a shocker how much money he got, getting that $20 million per year. I'm going to be curious to see how much guarantees are on that contract, but we'll see. God, I can't believe the Vikes got Willie Fries, man. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. Land Jonathan Allen, Willie Fries. It's just been a fantastic day. It's been a fantastic day. Put a helmet on. You look fired up. I might, dude. I might go try the tryout for the Vikings next year. If you guys don't see me covering the Vikes, I'll be playing for them. Man, what a day. What a day for the Vikings. How about the Niners releasing a Juszczyk last night? That was a bit of a shocker. Vikings now need a backup quarterback. The new Williams Wall. We got it now with Jonathan Allen and Javon Hargrave. God, so that deal for Daniel Jones is worth up to $17.7 million. Holy cow. Anthony Richardson and Daniel Jones. The Vikings really did it. Heineke's not a bad option on a cheap 1-year deal. God, so they're going to have Hargrave, Harrison Phillips, Jonathan Allen, and then Van Ginkel, Grenard, Dallas Turner off the edge. I mean, unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. We got Willie Fries. Man, it's just a great time. It's a great time to be alive. As we got T Sugar coming in with a $10 super chat. We appreciate you, my guy. Throw that up on screen here in a sec. Break it down for you. Vikings just woke up feeling dangerous today. T Sugar, what's going on? Remember, the contracted numbers that are announced are all in with escalators and incentives. The true numbers will likely be lower. Either way, I'm loving the moves. Cup maybe next. Yeah. Like everybody freaks out over the per year number, like the Jonathan Allen 3 for 6. They're like, oh, the Vikings are giving Jonathan Allen $20 million a year. Once we get the guarantees on this contract, we'll get a better idea of what it is. Because, like, what if $25 million of that is guaranteed? It's, necessarily a 1 or 2 year deal. Also, I'm curious on the Hargrave numbers, how they end up shaking out, but we'll see. But yeah, I'm with you, T Sugar. It's just, we just got to wait to get these numbers, see how much the Vikings have left. I'm assuming they're done making moves. At least any big-time moves. Like, I don't think of Mekhi Becton's in play. Now, maybe a Kevin Zeitler, a Cooper Kupp could be in play for the Minnesota Vikings. I would love a Cooper Kupp reunion, man. Get him, or reunion with Kevin O'Connell. That would be my next move. Cooper Kupp, Joe Flacco, Kevin Zeitler. Those are 3 names to watch out for right now. But T-Sugar, really do appreciate you. If everybody could, show T some love. He's been showing love on the show dating back to our watch parties. So if you guys could, hit me with those Skull T-Sugars down below in the live chat right now. Appreciate everybody who sent in super chats today, especially Big Dog, who sent in 200. Rob Walters, shout out to you, my man. Thank you so much. Keeping the lights on here at Chat Sports, man. We really appreciate all you do. And also, shout out to you guys for hitting that subscribe button. 53,211 subs. That is awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. The Vikings now are the biggest spenders in free agency as it stands right now. Tommy Wood, what's going on? Dynamite Athletics and Skull Tea Sugar. Shout out the tea. We need Omari and Hampton now. Just getting a tweet out there. It would be a terrible idea for the Vikings to draft Omari and Hampton. Here are some of the top running backs, though, that the Vikings could draft. I would love either of these guys, honestly. Give me a Travion Henderson as well. That would be electric. I would love Caleb Johnson, Omari and Hampton, Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson. Either of these guys would be awesome for the Minnesota Vikings. I'm putting a tweet in the live chat right now if you guys want to go show it some love. Saying it would be a terrible idea for the Vikings to draft Omari and Hampton. The little side eye. If you guys want to show that tweet some love. Got over 600 people in the building. Shout out to you guys, man, for tuning in. It's been an awesome live stream so far. I got you, Rob. Hold on. Let me just give you a follow back real quick. Should be able to. Yep, I got you, Robbie. Rob, I just sent you skull in the DMs, my friend. But grade the Vikings free agency moves so far. A, B, C, D, or F. And also, if you guys want to check out the tweet I just put in the live chat, that'd be greatly appreciated. If you guys want to give that a retweet, shout out to you guys. But 750 people in the building. The Vikings are making moves. Jonathan Allen, Will Fries, and Javon Hargrave all signing with the Minnesota Vikings this morning. I am all the hell in on what the Vikings have done so far. And saving my man, Landon Turek, coming in with a $2 super chat saying, great free agency so far. I am with it. It has been awesome, dude. Like, Kwesi has knocked it out of the park. Just call a spade here. He has been fantastic. I'm giving it an A. I might even give it an A++++ for what Kwesi has done, man. It has been an awesome start to free agency. I think the Vikings are probably done making their big-time moves now, but we'll see. We'll see what they decide to do. We'll see. Allergy season is the absolute worst, my friends. It is the absolute worst. You got it, Rob. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to my man, Rob. J.J. McCarthy, starting quarterback. Literally everything we would have hoped to happen in free agency, the Vikings did just that. Kwesi woke up feeling dangerous. It is feeling great, man. Feeling great. But, hey, this is why you hit that subscribe button as well. We'll keep you guys posted with the latest around the Minnesota Vikings all off-season long. Hit that subscribe button. Lock us in if you guys haven't already. Why do you not like Hampton? I love Omari and Hampton. If he's a Minnesota Viking here in about a month from now, I'd be thrilled about it, man. I mean, this offense would be stupid. It would be stupid stacked with Omari and Hampton. Ben Gessling just said Cooper Kupp is 100% in play for the Minnesota Vikings. That is stuff you love to hear. Cooper Kupp in play for the Minnesota Fighting Vikings. Stuff you love. But we do have Cole coming in with a $5 super chat. Shout out to you, Cole. We'll get that up on screen. There we go. What up, everybody? How we doing? We're feeling great, Cole. Thank you for tuning in, my friend. This is awesome. Awesome stuff from the Vikes today. Everybody's feeling great, Cole. It's a great time to be a Minnesota Vikings fan. This is awesome. Kupp might cost us Addison next year. I don't think it would. I think it would just be like a one-year deal for Kupp. I think it would just be Kupp trying to go chase a ring. Think about what we had at the interior last year. It was Garrett Bradbury. It was Ed Ingram. It was Dalton Reisner. It was Blake Brandel. Now we got Will Fries, Ryan Kelly. See what we do at the left guard spot. It could be a guy like Garrett Bradbury, but we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, I mean, this is how the Vikings offensive line is looking right now, which is just awesome stuff. I mean, you got Darisaw coming back, which is huge. You obviously got Will Fries now at the right guard spot, you're assuming. You got Ryan Kelly, man in the center position. You got Brian O'Neill on the right side of the offensive line. It is just a great day to be a Minnesota Vikings fan. We finally got the meets. Shout out to Purple for the Win podcast, baby. Awesome stuff for the Vikes. Is Graham Martin saying, watching you from the back of math class right now. Shout out to you. You also want to flash the defensive line here. But look at this, everybody. And this is not even including Harrison Phillips on this list. And it's Grenard, Hargrave, Jonathan Allen, Van Ginkel, Dallas Turner. I mean, just nasty stuff from the Vikes. Proving the trenches, becoming a more physical football team. It is a special day to be a Minnesota Vikings fan. We will remember this morning flurry if the Vikings go on to do big things next season. It is just fantastic stuff. Fantastic stuff from the Vikes. Gotta love it. Joshua saying, I watched Caleb Johnson play at Iowa. Him and Jones run very similar. Would they would be a fire pair. I'm with you, Josh. Caleb Johnson, Amari and Hampton, any of these running backs that are on my top 5 would be huge. I mean, this team is just stacked. Absolutely stacked. This defensive line is disgusting. Just absolutely disgusting. Hey, if you guys are loving the Vikes free agency so far, hit that thumbs up icon. Yeah, and then you still got Cashman, Ivan Pace at the middle linebacker. I mean, just think about how much talent's on this team. It's incredible. And we're going to gain some comp picks once Cam Robinson signs somewhere. See, I wonder if the Vikes be like, hey, Cam, we'll toss you a 1-year, $10 million deal. Come play left guard. I wonder if that's in play. What are your thoughts on the Ohio State running backs? I'll love them both. Quinshon Judkins, Travion Henderson, give me them both in Minnesota. I'm cool with that. Like, let's just list off the talent here. Justin Jefferson, Christian Darrisaw. Those are your 2 best players. Jonathan Grenard, Andrew Van Ginkel, Dallas Turner, Brian O'Neill, Aaron Jones, Jordan Addison, T.J. Hockenson, Byron Murphy Jr. There you get, Jonathan Allen, Will Fries, Ryan Kelly, Javon Hargrave, Cashman, Pace, Metellus, Theo Jackson, Harrison Smith. Like, this team is absolutely loaded at premium positions, honestly, everywhere across the board. Weakest link right now on this team is probably the secondary. And that's okay, because I trust Flores to get the most out of that group. It's just awesome. It is awesome stuff. Lincoln Tomlinson to Houston. So Texans finally making some moves at their interior offensive line. It's Miller time, Jason. Yes, sir. It's been Miller time all morning. It's been Miller time all morning. Von Miller. Could be Von Miller time. I think we're all right there. You want to know what the worst contract given out yesterday? Chase Young getting that deal from the Saints. That might have been one of the worst contracts I've ever seen given out. The guy had 5.5 sacks last year, and he just got $17 million. What are the Saints doing? Where are they getting this money also? They're going to be a bad football team next season, and maybe that's a good thing for the Saints. I mean, Saints giving them $17 million a year was ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Man, we appreciate you guys tuning in, though. Yeah, Saints front office, not one of the smartest ones in the National Football League. I think the Saints are now officially under the cap. They had a lot of restructures this morning. I think they got $13 million to spend. So that's where they stand right now. But, man, just awesome moves from the Vikes, dude. Harrison Phillips, I feel like would just be your interior defensive lineman, just rotational guy with Hargrave and Allen, have those three there. Probably the Vikings will run a lot of 5 defensive lineman sets this year. But also you can just rotate those guys in and out. Like you can just go Hargrave and Allen on the interior. Then you got Turner and, Grenard on the outside. And you could, have Van Ginkel kind of be that, do everything guy. Like it is and then you got Jalen Redmond for depth. Yeah, 100% Andrew. Crazy. It's 11 a.m. We're having a good drink here. Cheers to you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Still got around 600 people in the building. We appreciate you. Is the Hitman coming back? I feel like Harry's coming back. Harry's seeing all the moves, and he's like, I got to run it back for one more year. Think the Vikes get Jair Alexander? That would be awesome, man. That would be awesome. Shout out to No Small Content Creators. Appreciate you tuning in. Yeah, we got Bubba Bolden. What do you mean? Redmond got to stay good as player for us. Great depth guy, dude. He was awesome for the Vikes this year. I don't have a graphic of the secondary. Bill, we will get one for later today. We will get one later today. I'm honestly probably just gonna have a show go out later today where it's just Kwesi Adofo-Mensah did it again. It's probably what we'll do. Shout out to Rob Walters, though. We appreciate you, man. You made this live stream awesome. You really, really did, man. Sending in all those super chats. It was put some life into this stream, man. So we appreciate you, dude. Rappaport is on McAfee and just said the Vikings or Aaron Rodgers is interested in the Vikings. No, he did not. No, he did not. It was always J.J. McCarthy, guys. Do not buy into this. Miles Sanders released by the Carolina Panthers. Will Rodgers announce where he's going here in a second. Please do not buy in to the Aaron Rodgers nonsense. I mean, yeah, I would assume Rodgers has interest in Minnesota. Trying to see when Rapp said this. I do not see that. I don't think he said that. I mean, if Rodgers comes to the Vikings, I would be shocked. I would be absolutely shocked. Yeah, I would assume he wants to come here. I would too. I would want to come to the Vikings. This team is stacked. You got to throw the Jefferson, Hockenson, Addison. I mean, it makes a lot of sense. I think Rodgers will end up in Pittsburgh, though. I think he wants to go play for Tomlin. I think that's where he's going to end up going. Vikings to the Super Bowl. Quasi, it's because of you, man. It's because of you. Quasi so locked in today, everybody. So locked in. Where will Aaron Rodgers go? See, also, you're getting leaders. Like, you're getting veterans on this team. Like, Jonathan Allen. Like, what he's going to do, like, just off the field with these guys. Like, Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave will be great guys off the field for these young defensive tackles, man. Cannot wait. Cannot wait. Shout out to Dynamite in the building. William Marshall. Gray Zabel would be a great pickup at the left guard spot. That's a name I haven't talked about today. Pat, any update on other trades for the Vikes today? Nothing we got right now. Nothing we got right now. Quasi went to bed last night, like the guys in the movie, and trading places with the orange prices, then announce the real price and watch everyone panic while he buys the right guys. Amazing. I love that, Eric. I love that. Pat, did you read the post from Nick Swartzen? No, I did not. Is this going to piss me off, Z Cool? I also don't know who that is. Oh, Nick Swartzen. Yeah, I know Nick Swartzen, the comedian. If the Vikings, for some reason, get Aaron Rodgers, I did see that. That is funny. He says, I'm sitting the season out naked in random parking lots doing keg stands of asparagus pea if the Vikings get Aaron Rodgers. That is hilarious. What could be next for the Vikings? What could be next for the Minnesota Vikings? I bet you Cooper Kupp signs tomorrow. Yeah, that's my bet. I'm with you, Mike. Yeah, I think the Bears and Lions are now the teams and I'm not even scared of the Bears. Still the Lions, probably the team I'm most scared of, but I mean, I think the Vikings kind of separated here with all these moves. Just awesome stuff. How much you paying Kupp, though? It's probably going to be a one-year deal. JJ, Addison, and Kupp. That would be nasty. That would be nasty. Yeah, should this Vikes sign Cooper Kupp? Give me a Y for yes, N for no. I'm doing it in a heartbeat. That's going to be my next move for the Vikings is they sign Kupp. Kupp, Thielen, Addison, Hockenson, Aaron Jones. I mean, weapons all over the map for J.J. McCarthy. You guys are all saying yes to this. Tariq saying yes. Gavin saying yes for the right price. Joey saying yes. Dynamite saying N, I want Thielen. Quasi saying I got you guys. Cooper Kupp coming in tomorrow. Hope so, Quasi. You've been cooking so far. Eric Mott, Andrew saying yes. Blake Pearson. Thielen and Hawk would be madness. Yes, it would. Give me Thielen. Give me Cooper Kupp. Just got to wait for this Aaron Rodgers news, and then we'll probably sign off soon. We'll see, though, how the Vikings end up playing this. DeAndre Hopkins would be nice. Yeah, Hopkins did not have a good Super Bowl. Had that big drop over the middle. So it would be a sweet wide receiver 3, though. Pat, I've been asking you all morning, but you haven't seen your thoughts on Carson Wentz as a backup. I wouldn't hate the option. I just don't know how likely it is for the Vikings. I think they would rather go a more true veteran like a Flacco or a Jacoby Brissett over Carson Wentz. I just don't really think Wentz brings too much value, but we'll see. Wentz is a done. Yeah, I'm probably out on Wentz. Rather go Flacco there. Pat, how much cap space do you have left? I have no idea. It's tough to figure out right now with these contracts still being finalized. Yeah, we don't even know the Hargrave figures yet, so it changes everything. Yeah, Scott Hughes, Niners. They got absolutely gutted in free agency. Is it a quiet rebuild in San Francisco? Could it be a quiet rebuild in San Francisco? It is looking like the Rams division. Them getting Devontae. They got Devontae Adams, Puka Nacua. They're going to be loaded. Apparently, Atlanta could be an option for Garrett Bradbury if they decide to trade him there. Love getting Byron Murphy back as well. Imagine the third down packages of Grenard, Van Ginkel, Turner, Allen, and Hargrave. The Vikings are going to destroy opponents' offensive lines. Kwesi Adofo-Mensah, he loves March, baby. January, February, Kwesi. That's what they're calling it. How about Taysom Hill? I think I'm all right on Taysom Hill. Give Kwesi this extension. That also could be up next for the Vikings. Is Kwesi getting extended? McAfee is reporting Hargrave will be on a 2-year deal, but no other details. I did not see that. Hopefully we get that info soon. Would I assume it's like 2 for a 30 for Hargrave, 2 for 40? Let me look up his PFF contract projection. Yeah, no contract projection there. So we'll see what Hargrave ends up getting. But yeah, Scott Hughes, lost a lot of players in free agency. Niners, I don't know what they're doing. They got to extend Brock Purdy, which also I could see the Niners possibly running that out, having Purdy playing on that 5th-year or playing on that last year of his contract. So we'll see. But man, I have just been thrilled about what the Vikings have done today, man. If the Vikings got Aaron Rodgers, how would you genuinely feel about it? One, I would be shocked. Like really, really shocked. Because I feel like we've been able to kind of figure out where Kwesi, what he likes to do, and this has all been the master plan. Like, we have been talking about this on the channel for so long, where the master plan for Kwesi would be to get that rookie quarterback and build a stacked team around him. That's what the Vikings are doing. Now, do they view that as, hey, we could build a stacked team and then go bring in Aaron Rodgers and that's the guy? I doubt that. I mean, it would be interesting. I would like if they brought in Aaron Rodgers, it would for sure mean J.J. McCarthy's not starting this season, which I wouldn't be a fan of. But maybe his knee, which all the reports are saying he is perfectly fine. I don't know. I mean, I actually don't know how it would feel. I would just be shocked that it would be the move the Vikings are, heading towards. Minshew or Flacco or Jones? I'm going Flacco, Rain. Yeah, Kwesi saying it's McCarthy's time. It is. Show him some love. Type those 9s down below. It is McCarthy's time. No doubt about it. Oh, man, allergies are the worst. Where will Aaron Rodgers go? The next QB domino. Kwesi woke up feeling dangerous, everybody. How do you feel about the Will Fry signing the money we are giving him? I'm cool with it. Obviously, a lot of these guys are getting a lot more than we would have anticipated. But also, like, if we got the Will Fry signing and not the Ryan Kelly move, maybe I would have more of a problem with how much you're giving them. But, dude, a 5-year, $88 million deal. Like, what if we're looking back on this in 2 years from now and we're saying, man, we got one of the best guards in the league. That's an absolute steal. And plus, he's going to be playing next to his guy. Like, Will Fries will be next to Ryan Kelly and Brian O'Neill. He will have some great players around him. I think he'll be awesome. I'm fine with the contract to give him. Obviously, a little more than we would have imagined, but I'll still take it, man. I'll still take it. Yeah, also, the communication level on the offensive line. It will be high. Like, they've played with each other for, I think, all 4 years they were in Indianapolis, so they have some familiarity with each other and got no problems with how much money the Vikings are giving out. Zam fam, what's going on, man? Appreciate the $2 super chat saying, Skull, is Carson Wentz still available? Okay, backup. Yeah, he's still available. I just don't know if the Vikings will go that direction. Like I've been saying, I think it's going to be a guy like Joe Flacco or Jacoby Brissett as a backup quarterback. But we'll see if the Vikings adjust here and go a different route. But we'll just have to wait and see what they decide to do. We'll see, though. Kenny McCormick, shout out to Kenny from South Park. Draft a RB in round 1. I'm with you. Give me Omari and Hampton, baby. Caleb Johnson. Give me one of those guys. Give me one of those guys. All right, so Rap just said on McAfee it's either going to be Steelers or Giants. So that's a good sign for the Vikes. Yeah. Did it, here, let me see if it saved. Gotcha. There you go. I'm living what Kwesi and KOC is doing. Yeah, I'm loving it too, man. Awesome moves from the Vikes today. Live stream happening tomorrow as well. Yeah, we'll be live probably a little later on in the day. It'll probably be more like a weekly live show we do here But yeah, it'll be a lot of fun. So tune in then. Who do you think we'll sign next? I'm going to go Cooper Kupp or Joe Flacco as the next signing for the Vikings. Kwesi is not playing around. I'm sure Brian Flores is just absolutely thrilled. That dude's going to get a head coaching job next year. I mean, because this defense is going to be ridiculous, guys. Flores will get a head coaching job. Stephon Diggs reunion, I'm probably all right on that. Who knows? Texans have agreed to terms with Mario Edwards. I feel like the Texans have made like 20 signings. Yeah, not a lot of big names. Traded Laramie Tunsil. I don't know if they're resetting a little bit, but you would assume they would want to take advantage of Stroud on his rookie deal still. So, very interesting stuff from them today. Yeah, Diggs is gone. They traded for Christian Kirk, so it'll be Kirk and Nico Collins. Tank Dell, yeah, even though Tank Dell might miss all next season, which is very, very sad. What happened to Rippin? Not sure what Rippin's going to do. We'll see. We shall see. Javon Hargrave. Can't believe it, man. Yeah, I don't know if Amari Cooper. I mean, he could. I just don't know if he wants to come be a wide. Then again, he was with Buffalo last year and barely got any run. I think Cooper Kupp's the best fit. Great run blocker, physical wide receiver. I think Cooper Kupp's the main guy for the Vikes now. But if you guys could, let's get a little chat spike going here. Let's see how many skulls we can get in the live chat in the next 30 seconds. I'll challenge you guys. Let's see how many skulls we can get in the next 30 seconds, and we'll give you guys a shout-out if you guys are excited about the moves the Vikings have made. Shout out to John Corey, Kwesi in the building, Lemon Gamer, Peter, Kevin O'Connell, Lego Fella. You guys are flying right now. Charles, Cameron Thompson, Troy, Blake Pearson, Charles, Lemon, Rezi2K, Eric, Charles. You guys are moving too fast. Shout out to y'all. Garrett Russborough, Chance. You guys are flying. Blake Pearson, Cameron Thompson, Joey Tana, Machines Within, Kenny McCormick, JP Prods, PNP. You guys are flying. Garrett Russborough, shout out to you, man. Cameron Thompson. Get those skulls going down below. Come on, 5 more seconds. 5, 4, 3. Rob Walther still in the building. Hawk Does Gaming. Retro. Garrett Russborough. Eric Soto. Zach Doss. Eric. Lego. Curtis. Alexander. Joshua Matthews. Shout out to you guys. There we go. Just want to get the good vibes going. Get the chat going a little bit. CD in the building. Kwesi. Token. Charles. Shout out to you guys. What a day to be a Minnesota Vikings fan, man. What a day. JP Prods. T Sugar in the building. Appreciate you guys. Saying, can we really afford Kupp? Yes, we can. There are moves still to be made. The Vikings will make them. And I think Cooper Kupp will be the next move for the Minnesota Vikings. Yeah, but this offensive line's looking good, guys. Offensive line's looking great. Couldn't be happier, man. Darisaw coming back. Ryan Kelly, Wolf Rise. When you think about it, we had Cam Robinson, Brandell, Bradbury, Dalton Reisner, and O'Neal. And then O'Neal got hurt in the Rams game as well. Like, this offensive line is going to look completely different. Clearly, the Vikings saw the Eagles dominate the trenches, and they decided to make some moves in the trenches of their own, and you love every single second of it. Just some great moves from the Vikings today. Then also defensively, I mean, it's just ridiculous. If you have to stare across from these guys and you're an offensive lineman, I mean, good luck. Plus, with Flores calling the plays, man, Harrison Smith blitzing, Metellus blitzing, Ivan Pace wrecking havoc, Blake Cashman being one of the most underrated linebackers. It is just special stuff. Special, special stuff that the Vikings are cooking up. And it's not even including Harrison Phillips, DDD. Harrison Phillips isn't even on this graphic. We got too many dogs. It's just awesome. Cup will be cut tomorrow. Cooper Kupp will be cut tomorrow. And Dallas Turner, man. I can't wait to see him next year. Trenches are looking good, DDD. I'm with you. Kyle saying now we just need secondary. I actually think the secondary is all right. Obviously not a lot of blue chip talent besides Byron Murphy back there, but I think it'll be all right. Awesome, awesome stuff. Will we get Aaron Rodgers news today if we can just put this nonsense to bed? I would love that. The Vikings organization, Kevin O'Connell's opinions carries the most weight when it comes to QB decisions. There's some very interesting conversations taking place right now. Holy cow. Holy cow. Dylan, you want to make a social out of this real quick? I'll Slack this tweet to you. Appreciate it. Holy cow. Mike Silver just tweeted out in the Vikings organization, Kevin O'Connell's opinion carries the most weight when it comes to the QB decisions. There are some interesting conversations taking place right now. I swear to God, if they're... I had this feeling yesterday, Dylan, when we were walking out of here. The Vikings didn't really do much, and then they started to load up. And then this morning, I woke up, and just something told me in my gut. Like, I've been saying 0% chance for Rodgers. And I still think there is a 0% chance for Rodgers. But I was just thinking about the Vikings. I would be shocked. I don't know how I would feel. I don't know. This is crazy, though. I mean, Rodgers can't be he can't be coming here. There's just no way. Out of the blue, Russell Wilson. If it's Russell Wilson, I am crashing the hell out. If it's Rodgers, I don't know how I'd feel. I mean, obviously he's not the same guy. It would throw everybody for a loop. I'll tell you what, I guarantee you Rodgers, if he had to pick where he wants to play, it would be the Minnesota Vikings. I'm crashing out, though, if it's Russell Wilson. I don't think it will be. Shout out to Palmer, giving me a skull with a purple and yellow heart. Appreciate you, man. What does that mean from Mike Silver? Is this just clicks? Is this just clicks? Holy cow. What does that mean, Mike Silver? Mike Silver doesn't just say stuff. Mike Silver is also saying, don't rule out Aaron Rodgers to the Vikings. I would love to see this fan base's reaction. Guys, check this out. I want everybody to read this. In the Vikings organization. This is coming in literally 11 minutes ago. Kevin O'Connell's opinion carries the most weight when it comes to QB decisions. There are some very interesting conversations taking place right now. Dylan, I don't know, man. I don't know. Am I up to 1% chance this could happen? I mean, be honest. How would you guys feel if the Vikings, because think about this. I have trusted everything this front office has done. If they believe Aaron Rodgers could win a Super Bowl for the Minnesota Vikings, it would fulfill the prophecy. There's no doubt. I'll ask you, I mean, how would you feel about this? Are we crashing out? Are we crashing out? Kevin O'Connell in the chat saying I'm still having conversations. Mid-tier crash out. Is this like a crash out at first and then we really start thinking about it and we're like, all right, it's not that bad? I don't know, man. I would be pretty upset. I don't know if I'm just fiending for J.J. McCarthy. Okay. Can I play a little devil's advocate here without everybody freaking the hell out? Can I play devil's advocate without everybody getting on my case? Aaron Rodgers is a top 10 quarterback of all time. That arm hasn't gone anywhere. The processing hasn't gone anywhere. And when all-time great players get cut, they are extremely motivated. And I wonder if Rodgers looked at what Brady did in Tampa, looked at what Stafford did with the Rams, and maybe he's saying, I could do this with the Minnesota Vikings. He had 28 touchdowns, 11 interceptions with the Jets last season in the worst run organization possibly in a single season of all time. He was healthy for all 17 games last year. This is me playing devil's advocate. He also, the Jets' offensive line was decent last year, had a terrible offensive coordinator. Could you imagine what KOC, Aaron Rodgers, and this group could do? I'm still saying no. I'm just throwing it out there. I'll ask you guys, how are we feeling right now? That Mike Silver report kind of just shook me a little bit to my core. Because why isn't Rodgers signed with the Giants or Steelers yet? Why is he waiting? He is probably having conversations with the Vikings. I'm still saying no. I just want to. I would have trust in Kevin O'Connell, though. Like, if that's what they truly believe, I would be on board with it. You guys are all saying no. This would be nuts, man. This would be nuts. All right, let's go. The Hawk Does Game in here. Coming in with a $2 super chat saying, Skull to you too, my friend. My girlfriend me and my girlfriend love you. Please no Rodgers. I appreciate you guys for watching the show. A lot of fun what we do here. Love the family we built here on Vikings now. So, Hawk, I appreciate you for tuning in, man. Thank you so much. Love what I do. And it's just an honor talking to you guys every single day. So, shout out to Hawk Does Gaming. Give me a Skull Hawk down below in the comment section. T Sugar, though, coming in saying, I do not see KOC undermining the start of the JJ era. Let's just keep this in mind here. JJ McCarthy just turned 22 years old in January. What if, can I throw something out there? What if Rodgers says, I'll come play for you guys on a 1-year, $2 million deal? What would you say? It's Lee Hefner. Give me a skull, Dylan. Shout out to you, Lee. What if it's a 1-year, $2 million deal? Is it still a crash out? I don't know, guys. I don't know. There's some interesting conversations being had right now, apparently. There's some interesting conversations being had. This might all be for clicks. It might all be for clicks. I mean, what the hell? Interesting conversations taking place right now. What does that mean? Yeah, it means it's dead right now. Trying to get clicks. You think we're signing him, Kevin O'Connell? Yeah, might as well sign 2 Rodgers. I'm not buying into it. I can't see it going down. We'll see though. Blinky coming in. If Rodgers comes here, if I hear one diva/toxic report about him, I'm going to a Vikings practice to boo him. I'm sorry. 0% tolerance for his garbage. Yeah, I would agree with you, Blinky. I mean, if like, could you imagine the Rodgers first press conference after a bad loss, and he's just like, me and what was the thing with the Jets doing? Where it's like, oh, we just got to get on the same page, yada yada yada, all that. Listen, I don't think we need the drama. I don't know, man. I don't know. Listen, I got to run to the bathroom one more time. I broke the CO open. It was a terrible decision. I'm going to run to the restroom. You guys hold it down. I don't know what the Vikings are doing with this Rodgers thing, but we are on Aaron Rodgers' watch right now. I need that notification that he is signing somewhere else so bad. So bad. Dylan, hold it down. Try to talk some sense into the live chat.
Alrighty. Personally, I don't think it's the move to get Rodgers because I'm speaking from the Jets and what I've saw with him and Garrett Wilson. The same exact thing is going to happen with Justin Jefferson. Rodgers needs time to get on the same page, and you saw it even with Devontae Adams, they weren't on the same page originally. Kyle saying, what you want with our round one now? I mean, I think the Vikings can go best player available, get a guy like Nick Imanori if he's there. That'd be a great addition to complement Byron Murphy. Fennier saying rip seep splatter, yeah. Jason saying but $2 million, then yes. I just don't think it would work. I mean, you look at Patrick Mahomes, for instance, and it was Alex Smith the first year, he learned under him, and now look what he's doing. JJ has the support system, and the Vikings, if they go ahead and they give the job for Rodgers, that's just not going to help his confidence at all for next season. Skull Vikes saying, would you try to get Rico Dowdle? I don't see the Vikings going ahead and getting another running back in free agency. They signed Aaron Jones already. So, I mean, unless they wanted to bring another guy possibly, it just doesn't make sense because you have the draft still, and that's going to be the time where you could get a running back on the cheap. You got Elijah saying, I'm so glad Daniel Jones isn't our quarterback. Yeah. Heading to the Colts, so you won't have to deal with him anymore. Jade from Texas is a good shout. I don't know if he's going to be there, Joshua. He's rising up draft boards. Len saying, do the Vikings draft a corner? I definitely see it. I mean, you need another guy to go ahead with Byron Murphy because it doesn't look like Stephon Gilmore's coming back. Jacob saying, no, definitely not. F. Rodgers. Steve saying, yes, I don't think it'll happen. Interesting. Michael Gallup coming out of retirement on minimum salary. I just don't think that's the type of guy that the Vikings need necessarily because you got Jefferson, he's your 1. Addison's the 2. And then Naylor's the 3. So you have the speed, you have the weapon in Jefferson, and you have another go ball getter in Addison. So you need like a Cooper Kupp, for instance. You need a possession receiver, a guy that McCarthy can rely on if Jefferson's getting double covered, for instance, and if Addison's going to be suspended for the first couple games.
Oh, man. Oh, man. You want to toss that tweet up one more time, Dylan?
Yeah. I'll get that up.
Just keep the L3 of just the moves they made. Shout out to Dylan, though, for holding it down. What is Can we get some Rodgers news, please, for the love of you-know-what? Please, can we get Rodgers going to the Giants or the Steelers? Please, please, please. I mean, if we go get Rodgers, what the hell? Why is he? This is not a tweet you have about a backup quarterback, right, Dylan? Like, he's not talking about backups. Am I crazy, or is he talking about Rodgers here?
I mean, I just it could be anyone.
It could, yeah.
Because he didn't specifically say Rodgers. That's just the implication based off of people overreacting.
And maybe he's talking about, like, a Flacco or Brissett here, but he knows him being vague like this will get him clicks on Rodgers. Oh, man. I'll tell you what, the Pat McAfee show today might be must-watch TV.
It's like the Jets when that all happened with the trade, and he was like, yes, I'm going to the Jets.
Yep. yeah. Oh, man, everybody, I just got a second wind of juice. I was kind of getting tired there. Aaron Rodgers, could you imagine? When is Rodgers going on frickin' McAfee, dude? Because also, I could see Rodgers like, oh, everybody's saying he's going to the Giants or the Steelers. He's like, nah, watch this. I'm actually going to the Vikings. Like, I feel like that would be such a Rodgers move. Like, he would probably want to, because also Rodgers and Favre aren't really, too good of friends, if you guys don't know. I could see Rodgers being like, hey, Favre, I'm going to go do what you weren't able to finish. Diggs went to Dallas? No way. I don't think that's true. This would be nuts. Yeah, Stephon Diggs not go to Dallas.
But going back to the Rodgers thing, I understand that it would be good for like a season or two, but then you're just like hurting JJ's confidence. Like you're saying, hey, we want this guy over you. And then that's going to kind of play into how Zach Wilson was with the Jets. It's a very similar situation where you bring in the veteran because you think he's going to fix your team, bring you to a good place.
Yep.
And then it just destroys their confidence.
I mean, this would be nuts. See, unless it's like Kevin O'Connell has maybe those are the interesting conversations right now where he's talking with JJ being like, yo, dude, this is nothing about you. You've been awesome. We just want to go all in on this 1 year. Still have the loaded team for after you. But I still find that hard to believe that they would pivot off JJ and go all in on Rodgers. Really, I would find that really hard to believe. We'll see, though, man. Who the hell knows what they're doing? Who the hell knows what their plan is?
If I had to guess, I'd say it's going to be Russ and Rodgers. That those decisions are going to have to come first.
Yeah. Like Russ, if I had to call it, it's Rodgers to Pittsburgh, Russ to New York. That's what I would say. All right, we can move off the Rodgers conversation. We can re-talk about free agency. All the moves the Vikings have made. It's been a great run here. Early morning, still only 12:15. Still a lot of moves to be made for the Minnesota Vikings. The McAfee show is going on right now. Hear Rodgers one more time. We're just talking about what's out there, guys. Relax. It's all fun to speculate. Not taking it too serious. Still less than a 1% chance this happens. All right, Antonio Brown just tweeted out, deal is finalized. Aaron Rodgers to the Steelers, 2 years deal. 2-year deal. See, both. Both. We'll move off the Rodgers conversation. Don't worry. Yeah, we can just run through the Vikings moves here. Jeez, I don't know what to think about that report, man. Don't let the liquor start talking. Don't worry, we're not. Drinking too much purple Kool-Aid, maybe. So here's how the Vikings start off their free agency. Obviously, you got Theo Jackson back on a 2-year, $12.615 million extension. Love that move. Aaron Jones, 2 for 20. Was a big fan of that. Ryan Wright, punter returns. Isaiah Rodgers got a 2-year, $15 million deal with only $8 million in guaranteed money. Then they picked up a practice squad safety, which poor Bubba Bolden. If you go look at the comments on Instagram and Twitter, people were just killing this guy. Just because the Vikings fans were waiting for big moves to be made. And then this run right here of Ryan Kelly on a 2-year, $18 million deal. Byron Murphy Jr., 3 for 66. Jonathan Allen, 3 years, $60 million. And then earlier on today, still yet again, you were able to pick up Willie Fries and Javon Hargrave. Just unreal stuff from Kwesi so far today. It's been awesome, dude. Like, what a start to free agency as we're on day 2 right now. I'm assuming most of the Vikings moves are said and done. Can't expect them making any more moves here. I mean, yeah, I just can't see them throwing any more big money to like a Mekhi Becton or anything. Maybe it's a Cooper Kupp. You know, we'll see. We'll see. We will see. Oh, Brian Flores is about to have that defense humming. See what goes down. Rappaport saying the Vikings were in on Daniel Jones and made him a strong offer. They really like J.J. McCarthy, and it sounds like it's his time in Minnesota. Bold claim right there, Rapp. Bold claim. Talk us into Rodgers for 1 year. Can't do it. Can't do it. Oh, man, we'll see. Corey Miller saying Bolden's underrated signing. Miami tape is crazy. I haven't looked into it just yet. I would do that, though, Corey. Amon-Ra St. Brown's losing his mind over what the Bears are doing in free agency. We'll see, though. We'll see. Scott Hughes saying I'm having anxiety right now. Vikings don't choke. I don't think they're doing anything crazy, man. I think they'll be all right. Think they'll be all right. Got Tershawn Wharton went to the Panthers. That was a good pickup for them. Yeah, they got Leggett, Thielen still need to get that true one. Leggett had an up and down year. Apparently, the Bengals are a team to watch for Tevin Jenkins. Was defense, yeah. We'll see what they try to do. You know, we'll wait for the Pat McAfee show to have Rodgers on today. showing some Najee Harris highlights. Where did Najee Harris go? Los Angeles? Went to the Chargers. That was a good pickup for them. That was a good pickup. Can we get Asante and Cup, draft Booker in the first, and Cam Scadaboo in the third? I don't know if you have enough money for Asante Samuel. Definitely have enough money for Cup, and then I would love Booker in the first, Scadaboo in the third. Sign me up. I mean, if we get Asante Samuel, yeah, I'm with you, Jared. Might be trying to do a backflip, dude. No chance. No chance. What does this mean? What does this mean? Yeah, seriously, Scott, can we get the season underway? I'm ready to go. Yeah, I don't know about a 24-hour live stream. Tap me and Dylan out. Need some sleep. If we were going to attempt to do that, I think we would need to take like nap breaks. Like we just rotate every hour or something. Just love the moves today from the Vikings. It's been perfect. See if our boy Mike Silvers tweeted anything else out. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. Yeah, I mean, it would take the whole crew here at Chat Sports Skull Vikes, no doubt. I would rather see halfback in round one, I think. For, the secondary? Yeah, here. I'll just go to the top of the dock. We'll get a secondary graphic for you guys. We'll get a secondary graphic going for you guys. Don't you worry about it. Have you heard about Cooper Kupp? Yeah, apparently the Vikings are in on him. We'll see what they decide to do, though. All right, so the news is in on Isaiah Rodgers' deal. 2025, only a 1.15 base salary. That's great to hear. Remember that Hondo Carpenter guy tweeted out that the Vikes could trade JJ? That was ludicrous. Give me Flacco to the Vikes. Give me Flacco to the Vikes. Flacco and Cooper Kupp. Next two signings would be electric. Tevin Jenkins has not signed anywhere just yet. No, definitely not going back to the Bears. Give me Flacco instead of Rodgers. I'm with you guys. Flacco instead of Raj, no doubt. Still, the Vikings just loading up. great moves today. It's a great free agency yet again for our guy Quezzy. Edward Oakley coming in saying, how much cap space do we have left? TBD. Kind of numbers are all over the place right now. Have no real idea on how much they have, but we'll see, though. We shall see. Maybe the Vikes got more moves up their sleeves. Who knows? Tevin Jenkins was good for the Bears last year. He was just injured a lot. No updates on Rodgers just yet on where he will be playing. I mean, like, clearly the Vikings organization believes in JJ. Like, I don't think this should be news to anybody. Any news on JA? Not yet. No news on Jordan Addison. How much cap space? No idea. No idea. Shout out to the One Bar guys. If you guys haven't seen them, One Bar and Lupagus show. They went live for free agency yesterday. They do great work. Shout out to them if you guys watch them. I'm going to probably try to do a show with them at some point during the off season. Love their content. So if you guys haven't checked them out, please do so. Should we replace Blake Brandel for someone else? TBD. I mean, it depends on how much money you got to spend. I'm probably cool with the Vikings rolling with Brandel at left guard. Maybe you go Garrett Bradbury, try to trade him, kind of see what happens. But great for free agency. I got to give the Vikes an A. It was great. You improved the trenches a whole lot. Here's an updated look at the Vikings secondary as it stands right now. Obviously, question marks on guys like Harrison Smith, but I'm assuming these are your three cornerbacks. You still got Dwight McLaughlin working in, could still draft a guy. But Byron Murphy, CB1, Mekhi Blackmon will probably be CB2. Isaiah Rodgers, Theo Jackson, Josh Metellus probably running the safety unit. Still a big question mark on Harrison Smith, what his decision is, but we'll see. We'll see. As people are saying, Joey Bosa is officially joining his brother on the Niners. Yeah. There we go. Slick Rick tweeting it out. We'll see what happens. But this is where the Vikings secondary stands right now. We'll see. What's going on, Edward? Yeah, we got real no idea on what the Vikings are going to, or how much money they have left. The Niners are now releasing Leonard Floyd, so that will probably be a Joey Bosa signing coming here shortly. We need to go get Benjamin Morrison. I'd be in on it. Go get Percy Harvin. Yeah. Niners getting Bosa to stop JJ, huh? Vikings got these teams panicking. Where will Aaron Rodgers sign? Sorry about blowing my nose, everybody. Just got these terrible allergies right now. I hope they're allergies. I hope I'm not getting sick. So that means I'm probably getting Dylan sick, which is not good. I think they're preparing to sign Joey Bosa. We're going to have the Bosa Bros in San Francisco. Where will Aaron Rodgers sign, everybody? Is he even going on McAfee today? They got Rich Paul on the show right now, talking a little LeBron. Interesting. He'll probably go to the Steelers. See, though, still a great day for the Vikes. Made a lot of big-time moves, man. It's awesome stuff. Awesome stuff. Trenches are unreal. Good offensive line, good defensive line now. You know, got really not many big holes on this team anymore. I mean, obviously corner 2. Depends on how much faith you have in Mekhi Blackman. Probably the next one. Oh, just heads up here, Dylan. Oh, yeah. Pat McAfee reports Bosa, San Francisco or Miami. That's what it's looking like for Bosa, but I think it's going to be San Francisco. San Francisco. Jay Jettas Prod, what's going on? Yo, what's good, Seeps? What's good, Jettas? How you doing? Trade for Ramsey. And probably all right on Jalen Ramsey. You guys let me know. Name a free agent the Vikings need to sign next. Let me know. People are going Justin Reed, Cooper Kupp, Mekhi Becton, Adam Thielen rolling in. No dancing the T Swift. Let's get another shot down the hatch. We'll do $10 super chat. I'll take another shot. Start mixing water in. These allergies are starting to catch up to me. Skull Vikes, Zeitler, Scherf, Bradbury, Tevin Jenkins, Brandel, and Reisner. What an incredible selection. You're telling me. Yeah, we could show you guys the offensive and defensive lines and the secondary again as it stands right now. Could go Justin Simmons. Wouldn't hate that idea. Trade for Jalen Ramsey. That would be a bold move. But here's the Vikings offensive line as it stands right now. There was a rumor about Jeff Okudah. Apparently the Vikings had interest there. I don't know if that died after the Byron Murphy signing. But we'll see. Zay Jones now going to the Arizona Cardinals. Can't believe the Niners actually released Kyle Juszczyk. That was crazy. Thought he was a Niner for life. Oh, yeah. No, yeah. We're still rocking with CJ Ham here in Minnesota, which you love. But this offensive line, man, it's a dangerous unit. I love them. You also got the defensive line, which is stacked now. Grenard, Hargrave, Jonathan Allen, and Drew Van Ginkel. And then Dallas Turner. Hope he has a big year. Hopefully he has a big year. Byron Murphy, now the 4th highest paid cornerback in the league. As Will Fries is the 9th highest paid offensive guard in the NFL. Let's see, Jonathan Allen, does he make the DT's list? No, he does not. He's not top 10 there. But here's a Vikings secondary if you guys want to check it out. You still got Murphy. He re-signed yesterday on that $22 million per year deal. I love to see it from Murphy. He deserved that money. Cam Bynum, now the 9th highest paid safety in the league. Javon Holland, 8th. And yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Yeah, right here, rough estimate of the Vikings wide receiver depth chart. Obviously, just mainly take the 3 guys you see. Don't know about Trent Sherfield, Tristan Jackson, and Brandon Powell just yet, but you obviously got the big 3 up there. Now imagine if we had Cooper Kupp in that wide receiver 3 spot, move Jalen Naylor down. It would just be a nasty show the special teams. All you need to know, Will Reichard, Ryan Wright, and Andrew DePaula. Best in the game, man. Back-to-back all-pro long snapper for the Vikes. They matter too. Long snappers matter as well. Yeah, we got to get Kupp. Give me Cooper Kupp to Minnesota. That's a hot take, Skull Vikes. I don't hate it, though. I don't hate it. We'll see. Alrighty, guys. I'm going to put a 5-minute shot clock on right now. We're going to put a 5-minute shot clock on. If we don't get any more super chats, we're going to have to sign off here. Just want to say thank you guys, though, so much for supporting the show, tuning in. Obviously, the Vikings do something ludicrous like sign Rodgers. We'll be back live, but we're going to go work on, some more content here. But if you guys want us to stay live, hey, send in a super chat. Great way to do so. I will put a 5-minute shot clock on my phone. If we don't get any more super chats, we'll sign off here. But you guys let me know, should the Vikes sign Cooper Kupp in the last 5 minutes? Obviously, we'll be back live if the Vikings do anything else. So stay tuned for that. Make sure you guys are subscribed. Turn on those notifications. But yeah, what a day. What a day. Yeah, we'll start scripting something out here for a show to go on later today. Obviously, if they make a move, that will be a video as well. But I kind of just want to do a show and dive into all the moves Kwesi has made over the last 2 years. And really just have that be a video that goes out later. But hey, don't worry, we'll be back live if we need to be. I love Tristan Jackson, Blake. Always been a big fan of him. What happened to Harrison Phillips? Still on the team? Still on the team? As Never Stop coming in. What's going on, man? Coming with a $2 super chat. We'll reset the timer. We're at 382 right now. Getting word from the bosses. We'll probably need to get to 500 if we want to stay live for a while, but we'll reset the shot clock right there. Fresh new 5-minute timer. Never Stop saying, I want Thielen back. I want Thielen back too, because if this is the year where the Vikings go and do it, Thielen, Harrison Smith, I will be more happy for them than probably any other person alive. As those two getting a ring with the Minnesota Vikings. So Never Stop, I'm with you. Appreciate you sending a super chat. Keep us live for 5 more minutes here. But yeah, give me Adam Thielen back to the Minnesota Vikings. I would love it. I would love it. I would love it. As then JM B10 coming in. Oh, I love this. We'll reset it yet again. We'll reset it yet again. We'll actually start it after we break down JM Bean Team Super Chat. There's actually a lot of buzz on Twitter about the Vikings and Sauce Gardner right now. I don't know if it's just reckless talk, but yeah, I just think there's no way they want to move off him. Exactly. Yeah. There's just no way. But JM, what are your overall thoughts on a Sauce trade? Listen, I'd be in on it. A Sauce Gardner trade would be chills. He would look awesome in a Vikings uniform. I just don't think the Jets are wanting to move off him. Now, hey, if the Vikings throw him 2 first, like they throw him pick 24, they throw him pick, the first round pick next year, maybe a third, then, honestly, with the Vikings getting a lot of comp picks back for this free agency, then maybe, they would consider it. But I think it's very, very unlikely that they go get a Sauce trade. But I'll tell you what, this defense, I think it would be the best in the National Football League with Sauce Gardner. You'd have 2 elite corners in Sauce, in Byron Murphy. You have an elite defensive line, a great linebacker group, and then you just let Brian Flores figure out the defense. So my thoughts on a Sauce trade, I would do it. I would trade 2 firsts for Sauce Gardner. Then obviously the draft, you'd only have 3 picks, which would be unfortunate, but you could still pick up a running back. Like, really, you would have no needs left on the roster. Also, could they make it work financially? That's a big question as well. But, hey, overall thoughts, I'm all in. As Harvey Buxton coming in with a $20 super chat to keep us live. What's going on, Harvey? Saying, wow, what a team that is. This is a great free agency. Let's go get a quarterback, too, and a running back. What do you think of the CB room? Is it good enough? Yeah, we can flash the CB room again. I think it is good enough, but I still think another move is yet to come for the Minnesota Vikings. I would be thrilled about a Sauce Gardner trade potentially. Again, I think that's probably got less than a 1% chance of happening. But we'll see. As Javon Holland just tweeted out about the report about the Vikings offer him $21 million per year. He said, no point in lying to the public. This is cap. So he said that's just fake. The Vikings didn't offer Holland $21 million. All right, that's good to know. Because I thought Holland, that would have been idiotic for him to turn that down. We'll see. But, Harvey, I appreciate you, man. Here's the cornerback room, Harvey. I think it's good enough. Obviously got Nudie in there, Dwight McGlothern. He could potentially, make some noise. But, again, I just don't know if the Vikings are going to make any more moves at the cornerback position. I think they're okay running with this group. Maybe they try to target a guy in round 1 of the NFL draft. Maybe they try to go get a Nick Eamon-Worry. You have him be the safety, with Theo Jackson, Josh Metellus, Harrison Smith. And, honestly, Flores just has all of his dogs. Like, Flores is probably foaming at the mouth just coming up with creative third-down defenses with how good this defensive line is. You're going to be able to get pressure on the quarterback. You're going to be able to get pressure with 4. Hargrave, Allen, Turner, Gennard, Van Ginkel. If those are the 5 rushing the quarterback, good luck trying to stop that. All 5 of them elite at doing just that. So I think the secondary is good enough. Would I like to see an improvement to the cornerback position? Yes. But we'll see. We'll see. We will see. But, Harvey, I appreciate you, my dog. Shout out to you. The Vikings defensive line has some dogs, baby. Skull is my one-word reaction. I'm with you. Still draft the running back in round 1. I think that opens up the door with all the moves they've made so far. Man, if we traded for Sauce, that would be chills. Sauce in the Vikings uniform would be electric, but yeah, you would have to give up 2 firsts, probably a third. I can't see the Jets considering moving off him. Now, maybe New York just wants to completely reset. I think it's unlikely. Probably view Sauce as a foundational piece of this kind of rebuild to go into. But, again, we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, like if Sauce goes behind closed doors to the Jets, be like, hey, I want to get out of here. Like, or if the Jets may approach him, be like, "Hey, Minnesota's calling. How are you feeling?" And maybe a Sauce is like, "Yeah, send me there. I don't want to be here anymore." I think it's unlikely. Yeah, exactly. But we'll see. Harvey saying, "Is your girlfriend's dog still open to play right guard?" Unfortunately, we're gonna have him in the slot now. We're gonna have his name's Cody. We're gonna have Cody run the wide receiver 3 spot. PNP, the Vikings will run multiple different fronts. Like it'll be 3-4-4-3. They'll be able to adjust 5-2 even now this year. They'll be able to adjust in a ton of different ways. We'll see what ends up happening. Where will Aaron Rodgers end up going? That's a question everybody wants to know. Oh, perfect. Yeah, here's JJ's contract. This is why you moved off Darnold, man. 4.9 in 2025, 5.9 in 26, 6.9 in 2027. This is why you moved off Darnold, and this is why you don't go and get Aaron Rodgers. Now, unless Aaron Rodgers is like, screw it, I'll play on 1 year, $2 million. I doubt it, but doubt the Vikes are actually considering this, but we'll see. We shall see. Yeah, at least Javon Holland shut down that ludicrous report about getting 21 mil from the Vikes. I have found that hard to believe. Yeah, also Rodgers is probably going to want a nice little payday. Though he did take a pay cut from the Jets, so which was a little shocker, but still, I think he's yeah, exactly. NFC North, best division by far. Maybe Rodgers just wants to come back and beat up on the Bears again. I think our most likely pick is running back right now, or Benjamin Morrison. I've had to call it Amari and Hampton, Caleb Johnson, or Benjamin Morrison. Apparently, the Vikings were in on Tevin Jenkins if they weren't able to land Will Fries. We'll see what they decide to do here. We are getting close to 500 likes. If you guys could, hit that thumbs up icon. It's a movie in Minnesota, and Cam Bynum isn't here. Man, I'm going to miss Cam Bynum a lot. Great player. Ultimate swagger. Could Tevin Jenkins go to the New York Giants? People are talking. I know. I will miss Cam Bynum's dances. There's no doubt about that. Yeah, not yet. Yeah, now Metellus takes over as the dance coordinator. Great day to be a Minnesota Vikings fan, baby. Great day. We're saying Quasi one more, go get Tevin Jenkins, be left guard. That would be ridiculous. He's all right. I mean, he played a lot better. I actually want to pull up. Is there a player 2 stat comp? Yeah. I think we have a player 2 stat comp of Blake Brandel with and without Darisaw in the lineup. I'm That's still in the sheet. Slick Rick just tweeted out, no decision has been made in the Aaron Rodgers sweepstakes. There's a bidding war between the Steelers and the Giants. The Steelers are extremely motivated to get him signed, but nothing official yet. Yeah, so I just want to take out that 8 on the right run block. Yeah, thanks. Assume Rodgers goes to Pittsburgh. Well, we'll see. I mean, what do the Giants do? They just say, F it, we're trading up for Cam Ward. I mean, then that price. I mean, I'm sure Tennessee, who also hasn't signed a quarterback, could be potentially trying to land him. Oh, watch out for Randall's photo. So I'll move it to another spot. I don't know what happened. There we go. Yeah, but here's Blake Brandel before Darisaw and after his injury. So, clearly he wasn't like a top offensive guard in the league with Darisaw, but he was way better than what he was without him. And I think that matters. Considering offensive line, it's a lot about, the people you are around. And, when Darisaw left the lineup, I'm sure he was making up for a lot of Brandel's mistakes, and that's why his PFF grades look a lot better. But after his injury, I mean, he allowed 5 sacks, 31 pressures. Now, could he be a middle-of-the-pack guard with Darisaw? Yeah, 100%. And then also, if you were he would also have Ryan Kelly next to him. So, listen, I think Brandel is probably slated in as the left guard next season. Vikings offensive line coach Cupper loves him, and I could definitely see it. I could definitely see it. But still, Blake Brandel, solid guard. If he's starting at left guard, I would be thrilled. As Mike Garafolo just got the details on Jonathan Allen. Dylan, I'm going to send you a tweet if you just want to build it real quick. We got the details on Jonathan Allen from Mike Garafolo. Base value on Allen's deal with the Vikings, $51 million over 3 years. Cash flow of 16, 16, and 17 over the next 3 seasons. Sack incentives and escalators get the max value of $60 million. So necessarily a 3-year, $51 million deal. Garafolo getting the details on that. Ryan Kelly, Will Fries, O'Neal, Darisaw. I love it. I love it. Yeah, it looks like Daniel Jones took the chance to start. But over obviously coming back to the Vikings and being the backup. Kevin Seifert says, my antenna is up as well. Oh, no, about Rodgers. It's amazing what a team can do with a lot of cap space, everybody. It's amazing what a team can do when you can spend a lot of money. Here, you want to explain this contract while I run to the restroom real quick? Appreciate it. All right, Dylan's going to hold it down. He's going to walk you guys through just this Jonathan Allen deal. It's necessarily a 3-year, $51 million deal. So Dylan's going to break it down. I'll be back in a couple minutes.
Alrighty. So according to Mike Garafolo, it's a base value on Jonathan Allen's deal with the Vikings, $51 million over 3 years, cash flow of $16.205 mil, $16.95 mil, and $17.85 mil over the next 3 years. Sack incentives and escalators get to the max value of $60 million. So they definitely invested into Jonathan Allen, and then right after getting Javon Hargrave. So they're really putting some insurance into this Vikings defensive line, trying to bring back the purple people eaters of the past. And what do you guys think of this move? Because to me, I think this was the best alternative to Milton Williams signing with the New England Patriots. But let's see what you guys are saying. Rain saying it's a good move. Crazy Cap Kid saying we are the new purple people eaters. Yes. Vikings defense next year is going to be very scary for all opposing offenses. Joshua Matthews saying James Bradbury's still out there. I mean, that's a possibility. I don't know if that would be the best move for the Vikings to go. And for me personally, I think they either get a guy like Jair Alexander or you get a guy in the draft. That would be my guess. Benjamin Morrison also is a good shout out. Skull Nation. JP Prod saying it's a good move. Rain saying Minnesota Beef Company in full force. Yeah, getting all the big men up front on offense and in defense. I mean, that's definitely what the Vikings' goal this whole offseason was. It was to invest in interior defensive line, interior offensive line, and they definitely did that.
They 110% did that. Yeah, but necessarily just a 3-year deal for him, which is good. $51 million deal, excuse me. Alrighty, I'm going to put the shot clock back on. We're going to put 5 minutes here. If we want to stay live, I'm getting word we got to get to $500 total. So we're going to need to get $90 in the next 4 minutes. 5 minutes, and then we'll stay live for a good amount. So if you guys could, super chat to keep us alive. But if not, we'll sign off here, and we'll get you guys more content later on in the day. It's getting word from the bosses that we got to get on out of here if we don't keep getting super chat. So
Joshua Matthews, Christian Fulton signed with the Chiefs.
yes. And then Turpin just got a deal. Yeah, Turpin getting 3 for 18. Yeah. Wow. Good for Kevontae Turpin. Dude's definitely a playmaker. There's no doubt about it. Went to the Dallas Cowboys. We got 4 minutes left. If you guys want to keep us live, we got to get the $90. If somebody's going to send in 100, make it happen. If not, we'll sign off here, and then obviously we will be back live if the Vikings make any more moves, talking about it here live on Vikings Now. But really, I want to say thank you guys so much for tuning in. Unreal day to be a Vikings fan. It is awesome. Love the moves in general. Jonathan Allen, Javon Hargrave, Will Fries, Ryan Kelly. Couldn't have been more happy about the Vikings free agency, so far. And, got to show love to Kwesi. He really did it. I know we all get on him for, his drafts and everything, but he has knocked it out of the park, back-to-back free agencies. The way he's maneuvered the cap space for the Vikings has been ridiculous. And really just thank you to all of you guys. We crossed over 53,000 subs yesterday on the channel, so that is all credit to you guys. Thank you so much for everybody for tuning in. really, really thank you. You guys are the best fans in the world. Would not want to be up here talking about, the Minnesota Vikings with anybody else. So you guys are the absolute best. Thank you guys so much for all the support you show. Commenting, liking every video, hitting that subscribe button to the channel. All of that really does help us here at Chat Sports. I know we ask you guys to do it all the time, and it can get very repetitive, can get very annoying at spots, but you guys are the best. We've already been live for 4 hours today, and it's been a great live stream. So we will be back later today if we get more. Jutta coming in with a $2 super chat saying, what are we expected to pay Hargrave? Apparently it's a 2-year deal. I'm not sure how much the Vikings are willing to go on that contract. I'm going to assume maybe 2 for $40 for Hargrave. Yeah, I would probably say 2 for $40. We'll see. We'll see what ends up happening. But seriously, thank you guys so much for tuning in today. You guys are the best. And, yeah, we just appreciate you guys for being the best fans in the world, man. The best fans in the world. So we appreciate all of you guys. We're going to sign off here, though. Any update on the kick returner? We do not have one. But we will be back with more updates around the Vikings if anything happens. But, yeah, we just hit the 5-minute mark, so we're going to get on out of here. Appreciate you guys so much for tuning in. If we get any more news around the Vikings, we'll have a video for you guys ASAP. So hit that subscribe button. Don't miss a thing. Turn on those notifications, and thank you all for tuning in. You guys make my life a whole lot more enjoyable here. So, really, I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. But we will be back if the Vikings make any more moves. So, really, really appreciate all of you guys for tuning in. But we're going to sign off here. We will catch you guys probably in a couple hours. Also, look out for a video. I'm going to be breaking down the last 2 free agencies for the Minnesota Vikings. So, we will see you guys next time. And as always, we always close out every show by saying it. Skol Vikes.